Yo, mic check, mic check.
Yo.
All right, this could go one of two ways. Really good or really bad. I set up everything in a little bit of a rush, so you guys gonna have to bear with me. But we're gonna get right into this stream. I know y'all been waiting long enough. We said we were starting at 7, so my apologies on behalf of the NBA 2K Lab team. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it.
Good.
Guys, I appreciate everybody for already popping in here, man. We got 336 people in here. Y'all already going crazy in the chat. Music loud as hell? I got you. Is it really that loud?
I don't hear anything, so I'm not sure.
Music on blast? I got it on like 1. Turn the music off?
Traigo a prendida en la Toyota, todos andamos pelones y
It's
siempre.
gonna be a little dead then.
Ahora pues, ándale,
everything
no
good.
se me pasa. Ahora
Put a 1
pues,
in the chat if y'all want the
llámale
music
a tu
off.
flota, yo.
I hear a lot.
Esos dos carnales que te tupan el cantón, yo no fui. No
I turned off the music. Or is it still going? Oh, you know what it is? My bad. It was from the video right here on the screen. My music, I don't think my music was too loud. All right, I'm gonna bring the music back up. That was NBA 2K23 music, man. All right, that was not. I forgot about that. So we should be good though. We should be good now. Yeah, what is good, everybody? We are in this thing, man. We have a crazy stream ready for you guys. Like I said, I know y'all been watching the videos and stuff. Got Laker fan, we got Fana, we got dribbling perspective, big man perspective, and then man, y'all already know the GOAT shakedown about to come in here, and we about to go crazy. So definitely got a crazy stream prepared for you guys. Got a lot to talk about. Definitely be looking at chat, trying to get some questions from you guys. Try to answer what we can as much as we can. But we're yeah, man, we're here. If y'all don't know me, man, I go by the name of Spill, aka Spill Boy, or vice versa. I got my guy right here. I should have introduced him first. That's the GOAT Wolf, the OG GOAT Lockdown right here. Y'all already know who he is, the Pacers gaming god. So we in the building right now. We about to go crazy. Here, let's get a little clap for the boys in here. Smack that like button, legit, right? Tell everybody smack that like button. What's good, ISO? What's good, Cryptic? Kenny? Denise? What's good, everybody? Great to see y'all in here, man. Great to see y'all in here. So this is kind of my first time doing a live stream like this, at least at this scale. So, I'm super excited to have everybody here. And, I ain't even going to waste your time anymore. We're just going to get right into it. So the first thing on the agenda we have today is Wolf's build. He was making a crazy 6'8" in the builder.
Yeah.
So one thing that I definitely noticed too is 6'8s definitely seem kind of crazy this year. At least just from my initial thoughts, they definitely look crazy. I think 2K with last year with the glitch 6'7s and the glitch 6'9s, The 6'8s were tweeners. Not too many people were doing 6'8s. Um, so I think 2K likes to make things that weren't as good last year a little bit better the year after. That's just my thought. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get into Wolf's build. Wolf, if you want to take it away, feel free. I'll put whatever on the screen. Let me put that build footage up.
Yeah, just put up the attributes and stuff.
All right, bet. So let me pop that up
But
for you.
yeah, like Spill said, man, the 6'8s didn't really get much love last year, so that's the first height I went to just to lab it out. Um, Again, this is not my final build. It's just what I first, thought about. And yeah, I mean, you can see right here on the screen a lot of defense, right? Like
We got a
31
lot of
defensive badges.
defense.
I can pretty much guard the perimeter or guard the inside. I have a 99 defensive rebounding. Um, so kind of like your typical power forward. I can kind of do it all on defense. And then I have a high enough three and a high midi because this build I wanted to go with like a finesse kind of thing. So I don't really have too much mashing. I don't have much finishing, but when I'm in, I have that gold post spin um, with the 81 midi to get Hall of Fame midi magician to kind of abuse post phase. I think post phase this year are going to be pretty nice. So this is like
Especially
my thought process.
especially paired with that mini magician, right? Like
Yeah,
that could probably go crazy. I mean, except we've seen two in the MJ clips, right? I'm sure a lot of people watching the Jordan challenges, watching MJ, doing hitting post phase before we were allowed to post any content. You know, there was a clip of MJ with takeover hitting that post fade with lock take. So like post phase definitely could be super viable this year. Obviously, we got to play the game and we got to figure it out. But with the introduction of the new badges and stuff, I think post phase could definitely be a viable source of scoring this year. But yeah, this build is
yeah,
crazy. I definitely is super all around. Like the finishing isn't too crazy, but it's still gonna get the job done as a 6'8". Max wingspan. The shooting is crazy. Having an 80 on this build is kind of crazy with the max wingspan.
right.
And then obviously you don't need too much playmaking. You got the pass hack, and then the defense is just nutty. Physicals is maxed. Um,
I
typically, I
kind of
know.
have I have low strength and we're not too sure how strength's gonna play in this year, but I'm going my what we know so far. But again, like this is not my final build. I want to play more, but maybe having low strength could hurt me. Maybe I don't get as many box outs. Maybe I get bullied in the paint. I don't know. We're gonna have to see that. I do feel like strength does matter. That's my gut instinct. So,
Right.
um,
I definitely think strength will matter this year for sure. Um, it's the first time I feel like they've ever done something with strength in terms of like making it a requirement to get a badge, right? I don't think they've ever really done that before. I could be wrong, but at least not in the most recent 2Ks. Strength was never really too much of a factor when it came to your build or defense. Some people think it does, some people think it doesn't. I personally don't think it did too much. So yeah, we don't know how it's gonna work out this year, but that bully badge was looking pretty good early on. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. So you see, like right into finishing, I go for that gold post spin. That's gonna be my bread and butter to try to get open in the midi range or kind of the paint area. I kind of made a mistake here, and you corrected me later in the afternoon. I didn't know that you could make core badges, your tier two or tier one badges. So
Right.
I didn't have any core badges that were tier one or tier two. I thought they had to be tier three. That's a little hint for you guys. I'm making y'all build at home in a couple days. Um, so I could have got a little bit more finishing badges if I would have made like one of these my core badges and got the points back. But that's how we learn. And I found out later that afternoon. So
So Respect TTV says, "Can you make a point forward?" I was in the MyPlayer tester, and honestly, I think you should be able to make one. I at least had a 6'7", and he had like pretty high playmaking. You could definitely make like a 6'9" or something, and they can still have pretty decent playmaking. But when you do that, you're sacrificing a lot of the rest of your build. Playmaking this year weighs super heavy, so like, I have some pictures here. Basically, like, I'm gonna pull this up. Sorry to interrupt your build.
no,
Um,
you're good. You're good. You're
uh,
good.
we can actually
We
talk
don't have
about
a
all
lot
this
of
later.
questions.
We
We
can
don't have a
actually
lot of
talk.
questions.
I'll show you guys the build weights later. But honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you max out, uh, I think speed with ball. If you max it out to 99, all the attributes that go up with it, without even touching them, your overall is already an 85. So if you want 99 speed with ball, your overall is already an 85. So like you're not going to be able to spend anything elsewhere. So I don't know. Maybe the 99 speed with ball is crazy. You need 99 ball handle to get handles for days and these types of things. So, you know, those badges could be super powerful. We haven't tested them out yet, obviously. Nobody really has the game. We just got to test it early. But yeah, that's kind of my first thoughts on that.
Yeah.
But you can go ahead with your build. If you wanted me to skip forward or whatever, Wolf, I could do that. So just let me know.
No, it's fine. I mean, we're just going over shooting, just showing the badges. You can see
Yeah,
with the 81 midi and 3 ball, I get a lot of shooting badges.
I'll pause it right here, and then you can just talk about the shooting
Yeah.
badges if you want.
Yeah, so I made catch and shoot my core badge because it costs 7 points. So I got those 7 points back and
Let's
was
go to
able to get green machine and
see if I can show them the core
guard up.
badge thing.
Yeah.
So right here, right, we have the core badge. I don't know exactly the threshold to get Hall of Fame, but you only had 81, and you still got gold, so that's pretty good. We have the thresholds. I just don't have them right off the top. But so like right here, it says press triangle to core the badge, and I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys have been watching all these videos and stuff, and the core badges, you can see it on the right side, right above. I don't know if you can see my mouse here, but it says
You
core
can see the mouse.
badges.
Yeah,
You
you can
can?
see
All
it.
right, cool.
Yeah.
So it says core badges cost 0 badge points. So like as soon as you core this, you're saving 7 badge points to spend wherever else you want. So, Wolf does that because obviously the tier 3 badges are going to cost like crazy points. Even like what bronze costs 5 in the tier 3. So like it's kind of crazy. You can see it right here. Bronze costs 5 points. But yeah. So we'll move on forward here.
Yeah, so I got those points back, put them in different, got more badges out of it. And yeah, I feel like this is a solid shooting layout for a corner build.
You're going to have guard up, hand down, man down. Originally, I think they said it was hand down, man down, but I feel like they changed it to guard up because there's no badge called hand down, man down. So guard up, obviously if you don't have your hand up, dudes are going to get a better boost to their shot. And, Wolf's chicken, man, so we got green machine on silver. Probably don't need it much higher. Corner on gold. Just something to play around with for now. Like, we don't know any of the badges and how well they work yet, which we will get to eventually. We're going to get to damn near all the badges. So let me answer some of these questions in here. What are you guys talking about in here? The core challenging is going to take forever. They're selling it a lot, but I don't think it's going to be easily accessible. Right, so like you can see here, Agent 3 core challenge. So I had a pure sharp, and my Agent 3 is a tier 3 badge. He right here as a 6'8". It's a power forward, you said, right?
Yeah, 6'8" power forward.
6'8" power forward. So his Agent 3 moves into tier 2. When I made my 6'5" pure sharp, my Agent 3, blinders, deadeye, and limitless range were tier 3 badges. So his catch and shoot went into tier 3 for being a 6'8" power forward. So like there's ways to possibly finesse your build to like get badges in different tiers, but we don't know yet if the tier 3 badges are more, just because it's in a tier 3, is it more effective if the same badge is in tier 2? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm saying that right. So like if Agent 3 is in tier 2, is it the same effect as it is in tier 3? I personally don't think it will be, but we don't know for sure yet. A lot of this stuff is preliminary, and we definitely got our hands on the builder and tried to do the best we could. So we're not going to know until we get a couple weeks of testing in and finding out the jump shots. Schlobby Bobby, what up? You said, how is the pure sharp? I was loving it, bro. And I will show you some of that footage later, for sure. I got some crazy footage on the pure sharp. What were you saying, Will?
Yeah, so like you really do. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they should be the same, right? I mean,
I just don't know. It's like, man, I gotta find this. Let me get this graphic on the screen real quick because it shows you the badge tiers and the cost.
How much they cost? Yeah.
Yeah. So give me a sec. Trying to find everything as I'm doing it, but it's all good. Y'all just bear with me for 1 sec. Hey, we got 1.1K in the chat. What is go with everybody, man? Y'all are pulling up. Love to see it. Love to see it. Appreciate everybody for being in here. Laker fan, appreciate you chatting too. Obviously, Laker fans is gonna be special guest coming on a little bit later on the stream. So I appreciate him chatting, talking to everybody in here. Let's see, what everybody else saying? They already did big man bills. No, we didn't. And Lakers actually probably going to be talking about that. You'll get a good perspective from that. I know Wolf had a nasty big man bill, is like a max 7'3" and popper.
Yeah.
And then at the event, our footage got corrupted, like because
That
the
build
power
was
went out,
crazy.
so we weren't able to get that footage back. But yeah, it's all good. But that was funny, actually. You said, do you think 2K will finally reward good defense rather than reward cheese shooting? This year seems like it, bro. It definitely seems like it. If you have good defense, I think even if you play good defense, if your build doesn't have defense, he's not going to be a good defender. Like, just because I have clips of me on a 6'7" with Max finishing, just like taking stupid layups just on Kyrie and stuff. But he's a small dude, and I'm 6'7", damn near max weight. So, like, it makes sense that I'm just plowing through him and getting the easy lay, right? So, like, I think you're going to need defensive attributes to supplement good defense if you want to get stops. That's what I think, personally. I know some people wanted to see the build name. We can go
This build
through.
guarding ball, it is not. It is a power forward build. So, yeah. I mean, I could guard ball if I need to. So, but it is I mean, you can see the defensive layout here is insane.
Yeah, let's check.
On the badges I could get.
Yeah, I mean, you have 86 perimeter. Like, you should be fine on the perimeter. You have 81 speed. Like, obviously, you're not going to be keeping up with super small point guards. Although, you might. We don't know yet exactly.
Yeah.
Wolf's the GOAT. He'll keep up with anyone, so you'll be all right. But 86
yeah,
defense is definitely
yeah.
going to be plenty. I think, it'll be fine on the switch. Obviously, it's not ideal to have you on a small guard that has, like, crazy speed. But,
Right.
that type of defense should be fine to get a switch. I would think so.
We can just show the defensive badge layout, and then
all right, bet. Let's do that.
you can see.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Vice Grip too. I want to talk about that just a little bit.
Yeah.
So, did you core that? Oh yeah, you didn't core this badge, I don't think yet.
Yeah, so like I didn't core
because you didn't know you could do core.
I
You
didn't
didn't
know.
the tier
Yeah.
2s, right? Okay.
I probably would have. I would have probably cored break starter honestly, and then got the 3 points back and put it on something else.
Yo, what's good, Lazy? You said how passing feel without bullet passer? I'm not too sure exactly. I put a little bit of pass accuracy. It felt fine. Just from my early thoughts on that, but not too sure exactly. I can't comment exactly.
Am I gonna answer you, Jomar? What did you say? I missed Jomar's comment. Oh, Wolf hash stop coming. Hey, listen, Jones. If you blinking, I got you. Hit me on the post.
Easy. Midi magician post fade buckets. All right, so yeah, now I think let's dive into this defense here. This is probably what y'all want to see.
Yeah, so this layout's kind of nuts. That I can
do you want me to just let it play through, or do you want me to go to the end so we can talk about everything?
I usually go to the end.
All right, bet.
Yeah. So I kind of I cored rebound chaser because that cost me 8 points, so I got those 8 points back, and then I was able to pretty much get every single badge that I wanted, honestly, here. And I mean, I couldn't get clamps, but I feel like, that's probably, I can't get every single tier 3 badges. They are so expensive,
So expensive. You need to spend so many attributes just to be able to look at the tier 3. It's like, it's gonna be tough to get a tier 3 badge if you're not specialized into that fully. Like in 2K22, you could, mess around and just whatever, get some crazy badges for not too expensive, and bronze chase down is crazy. It's like this year, it's not going to be like that. You're not going to have a 57 block with bronze chase down and expect to get a block. I do not think so. Like, that's not going to happen. And yo, if y'all haven't liked the stream yet, make sure you like the stream right now. And let me know if y'all can hear the little music in the background.
But like, this goes to show you, I had 31 total defensive badge points, which is a lot. And I still couldn't get all my badges that I really wanted, because I would have liked to have clamps, at least bronze or something, but I just can't. You can't. You gotta.
Yeah.
They're expensive, man. The badge points. So.
Right, and that challenger is gonna be cool for like the perimeter contests and stuff.
Yep.
So you think the challenger is gonna be a little bit better than clamps? I see you have it selected over clamps.
I think so. I mean, I kind of did it like, if I have to step up or guard a perimeter, jump at a shot, I might get that little boost of challenger.
Right.
And clamps, I mean, if they blow by me, hopefully my chase down and anchor activate. I got
Right.
like a 93 block. So, that was just my thought process on that. But I just wanted to showcase the defensive badges just to show that, like, the tier system, the badges are expensive. So you
Definitely.
can't have it all. You can't have it all.
Oh yeah, no. Let me find that graphic. I'll show y'all the tier cost for each badges. I mean, you could see it, but yeah, you probably don't need to see that. That'd be fine. I thought you had the build name in here. Maybe it's a different file.
I did. It's like towards the middle
Oh, okay.
when you see the shades of people.
Oh, here it is.
Right
Okay,
here.
yeah.
I think it's like two-way stretch or something like
So,
that.
I will just show y'all the stats real quick of the build. So it's a 6'8", 225 weight. Was that minimum weight or was that like about middle? You think?
It was a little bit more than minimum. It was like between minimum and middle.
Okay, got you. So yeah, I mean, y'all seen this. If y'all haven't came in here, I mean, this is Wolf's build that he made at Community Day. Definitely super well-rounded. Not gonna lie. You're obviously sacrificing a little playmaking, but he's a lock and he's there to play defense, get stops, and hit his shots. So we're not too worried about the playmaking there. And the physicals, in terms of speed, acceleration, maxed almost. So
Let's not forget too. We know it's confirmed that Gym Rat is in the game, so you could essentially add +4 to all your speed and XL if you do end up getting that or do your drills during the week.
Word, that's a good take. Hey, Joe Knows in the chat, the GOAT. Hey,
Joe Knows.
hey, I wanna congratulate Joe Knows on 1 million
A mil.
subscribers. Hey,
Awesome, bro.
crazy, man, absolutely crazy, bro. So shout out to Big Joe there.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, let's show this build here, man. So yeah, shades of Tim Duncan, Al Horford, Draymond Green, sounds about right.
Some good players right there, huh?
Some poppers, some defense, some fundamental. I like it.
Two-way stretch glass.
So we got the two-way stretch glass, man. That's this build, and he's a 6'8". So that's the build, man. That's definitely. I mean, hey, if you're making a first build, that's gonna be pretty damn solid for your first build. If you plan on playing power forward, like you're gonna have a lot of options to score. Like Wolf said he's gonna use the post spin and like,
Yep.
post fades and stuff. Like you're gonna be able to score on this build. You're not gonna be able to handle the rock too much, right? But that's probably up to your point guard and your guards to do that. But I mean, yeah, if y'all wanted a power forward build, well rounded, that could probably do everything off rip. Definitely could use this as a template, and then like we always say, try to fit it to your play style and work it to how you like to play as well. Just use this as a template, a little base, and then or copy it if you want, whatever. But we like to encourage people to do what they want with their builds and make sure they have fun with their builds that they made. Because if you copy somebody else's build, you're not always gonna have fun on that. Zach 2K in the chat. What's good, Zach? Thinking about making a sharp with hella strength and decent finishing. So I literally made a sharp like that.
That's that bully.
I can't wait to show you guys my sharp build. It's not too crazy. Honestly, I didn't make a crazy sharp build, but I was literally everybody was in the builder trying to make a build. Me personally, I was like just trying to test different attributes. So I was testing 99 3-point and just trying to test limitless range and like these crazy stupid shots. And then I tested max finishing. So we can show you guys all that in a little bit. Let me see. I gotta talk to Sam. Almost can't hear you at all. Okay, that's awesome. I need to let chat. This isn't live game. This but pre-recorded footage.
Oh yeah, it's definitely pre-recorded, gentlemen.
Yeah, all this. Yeah. So
we
all
are not playing the game. We don't have access. Look, no controllers here.
Yeah. So all this is just footage that we got from Community Day. So we're literally just pulling up. We're trying to talk about stuff and pull it up as it comes. We have a little like agenda and schedule. We're not really following it, but it's there just in case we need a, anything, a little dead spots. We're just gonna bring something back up. But we have so much to talk about, like for real. So I don't expect that to be any type of issue. Dribble requirements. We don't really know yet. Mike Wang had a couple tweets saying if you want all the dribbles, you're gonna need 92 ball handle. So that's kind of all we know. When we got to the builder, we weren't able to look at the SIG requirements for dribbles or really dunks or anything. So we don't really know that yet. Is standing dunk still nerf for big men? Wolf, can you say anything about that, or do you know?
I do not know, but I feel like and this was confirmed by multiple people that like dunking and slashing has been kind of buffed, and so I would say it's a little better, but I
Yeah,
still need to play more. I mean, we don't know. Like we weren't able to play against people, just against CPU, so it's kind of
right.
hard to tell.
And like, I don't know, that master badge looks pretty good because they rolled up a couple of other badges that they took out. I know they kind of rolled them up into that one badge, so that badge is probably going to be pretty effective. They still got the rise up badge, which didn't seem to work too well last year. It's probably what he was talking about in terms of standing dunks. I know, like, I don't know, some people think rise up was working, but I didn't, see too much of it, to be honest. I was hearing that rise up worked better as like a smaller big, like 6'8", 6'10", as opposed to like 7-footers and stuff. At least in terms of 22. I don't know if anybody can attest to that, but Ghost, you said bully requirements. Let's see.
We should have that in the finishing.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a screenshot. I could.
You just you want to send it to me on Discord? I could just pull it up.
Got you. Yep, send it right now.
Hey, if y'all haven't liked the stream
It's
yet,
actually in the
please
DM,
do
it's in the
so.
DM.
Definitely helps the stream get into that algorithm. So if y'all could like the stream, man, like I said, we got matter of fact, we got a guest coming on in just a few minutes. We got the stage god, Mr. Fana, NBA 2K League professional, is a part of Raptors Gaming, of course, if y'all didn't know. So yeah, in a few minutes we're gonna have him on, talk a little bit about dribbling.
It's in your DMs, Bill.
All right, bet. So let me pull that up right now. On Discord?
Yep.
I
I
didn't get it.
No, I sent it last night. It should be like the second picture.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Oh, you're right. Okay. All right, save image. $80 driving dunk for quick drops off one. That's correct.
Yep.
Yeah. So the 6'5" sharp I made him so he could get that as well. His playmaking isn't great, but it was enough. I was still getting open, shooting fades and stuff like that. Let me get this image up. Or I'll just tell you. 74 strength for bronze bully. It's going to be silver is 82 strength. The only attribute that makes bully go up or to the next level is strength. There's no other attributes that you can upgrade to get a better badge level for bully. So it goes 74 strength, 82 strength for silver, 89 strength for gold, and then 95 strength for Hall of Fame bully. So it's definitely about to be crazy. Yo, what up, Lefty?
Are big guards a thing? They could be, man. PGs could go up to 6'9", and slashing does feel kind of buffed this year. So
Slashing definitely feels buffed.
and I mean, I didn't really mess around with PGs too much, but they said that if you change your wingspan, it doesn't affect ball handle. That's tied to height. So I'll have to double check on that, but that that definitely means big guards could be back.
Big guards would be crazy. And yeah, so we're just chilling right now. I think we're waiting for Fana. We could just chop it about whatever else.
You cannot make 7'5". The highest height you can make is 7'3", and the highest wingspan you can have is 8'1".
Zach says, "Did anyone try glitch builds?" Nah, you weren't allowed. You're not allowed to. You couldn't really go into options and switch to metric. I don't believe so. There was definitely none of that. You said no love for the small forwards. I wouldn't say that.
Post scoring guard viable? Probably. That'll be pretty funny, but I think it could work.
I mean, it sounds like kind of early MJ, right? A little post scoring guard.
Yeah.
So I mean, let me get this thing playing. Anything else we want to show on this before we?
Nah, you can just go into the gameplay. If you want to do that, you want to show your build. It doesn't really matter. I mean, waiting for our guest to pull up.
All right.
Talk to the chat. Chop it up.
Yeah, if y'all have any questions, now would be the time. We'll try to answer a few questions before we get Fana in here.
Do you need tier 3 badges or core badges? You don't need tier 3 badges, and you should always core a badge because you get the badge points back. If that makes sense.
Yeah, so you don't need a core tier 3 badge. It can be tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3. And one thing in the video we had just dropped about the 3 things you need to know about the builder, if y'all haven't checked it out, go check that out. But yeah, basically, I was thinking, right, like if you're not spec super deep into one of these, hold on, why did this B-roll stopped? I didn't loop it. Okay. So yeah, here. So like, let's see. So in Wolf's finishing here, right? You know, he's got a tier 2 badge here that's gonna cost 4 points. You know, aerial wizard. Obviously, you might not want that, but you know, what I think you should do is in these categories that you're not spec super deep into, aim for one attribute that you can maybe get Hall of Fame that's like a low threshold. Like Pro Touch here could be crazy. Pro Touch could honestly be crazy this year with layup timing. Well, because you can attest to that, right? The contested layups with the Pro Touch and layup timing is crazy.
It is crazy.
You can easily green layups this year over contest. Like, and I wouldn't say easily all the time, but you know, it's very much possible. I would say way more than it ever was in 2K22. In 2K22, it's a mess.
I think everybody in the chat who's watching should try to play the game with the layup timing on. I think you'll get benefits from it, and I was trying it at the event and really enjoying it, and I'm gonna use it this year and see, you know, the difference. So
yeah, I think they definitely want to make layup timing a thing because, you know, obviously shot timing is a thing and it's a skill, right? You know, if you want to be a slasher, you want to finish like a D Rose, like a Prime Westbrook or something like that, like, you know, that's a skill. You're not just gonna finish every single layup just because it's a layup. So I would definitely take that into consideration. But in saying that, back to my original point, right? So this only takes a 80 close shot or a 78 driving layup for Hall of Fame Pro Touch as a tier 1 badge, right? So that might be something you want to aim for on your finishing category, and you could core that badge and get those 4 points back for free. It's a free badge, so you get the 4 points back and you spend it anywhere else in your tiers. You know, so a badge like that, you know, I don't really know. Like I said, I don't know the thresholds all off the top, but like that's something you definitely want to look for in these categories you don't spend too much on. Look for a Hall of Fame badge, and that may be a low requirement, and you could core that badge and then spend everything else, you know, the way you want to, and it's gonna optimize your badge points. It's gonna be super efficient.
Yo,
who this? Mr. Fana? What's good? Hey, everybody, want to introduce? I already introduced him a little bit before he got on, but you know, got my guy Fana in here. Met him at Community Day. Super cool dude. So give a warm welcome to Fana. We got Fana on here. Chop it up about point guards and dribbling. I'm sure you guys all want to hear about that. So, you know, without further ado, I'd like to welcome my guy.
Do I go get the face cam on, or?
If you'd like to, you don't have to. I got a Zoom link if I'll send you or whatever.
Yeah. Gotta keep the stream production, you know?
Absolutely. I like it. So I'm gonna send this to you right now, and then I might have to adjust the stream a little bit, but.
All right. 1 second. Let me turn on my light.
All right, no
is
worries.
max PG height still 6'8"? No, you can make a 6'9" point guard this year. So max PG height is 6'9".
I just DM'd you on Discord, so you should have the link. If not, just let me know. Don't forget to like the stream if y'all in the stream, man. We're gonna be going for a little while. I can already see it. We started late, and I can already see we're just gonna be talking for a while. Man, it's gonna be a crazy stream. It's still early.
All right.
I'm trying to look at the chat. I'm moving.
Chat's definitely moving.
Change your core badges later on, like changing my takeover. I do not know.
All right. What did you send the link on?
Discord.
Can 7'3" centers shoot threes? Yes. I made a 7'3" with max wingspan, and I was able to get a 77 3 ball, which I think should be high enough to shoot threes.
Matt D says, how did the speed feel at 81? Pretty good, actually. I made a 6'7" with like an 80 speed, and it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Raphael, this is a 6'8".
Let me use the bathroom real fast, and then I'm ready.
All right, bet. Take your time. Just be answering some of the chat. If y'all got some questions, man, answer a couple questions before Fana gets back. What position is this? This is a power forward that Wolf was showing. This is a crazy build, Wolf. It's still a 6'8".
It's
Like,
pretty nice. I mean,
off rip, it's gonna be able to do a little bit of everything. And
yeah.
the badge layout is 11, 21, 9, and 31. So 21 shooting badges on this little lockdown is probably actually really good, to be honest.
Yep.
Especially having that good a defense. So, man, like I said, feel free to use this build as your day one template if you're into making a power forward or whatever. Playing lockdown. This is definitely something that could be super viable.
Stretch bigs making a comeback. I feel like they are low key.
And if y'all didn't know, these are the shades of.
Thank you.
You need a Giannis build? Well, you could probably definitely make one this year. I'll tell you that. Not exactly like Giannis, but if you want to just bully people in the paint, there's definitely badges for that this year. 6'9" PF's looking broken. Potentially. Feel like small forwards are always obsolete. I played a small forward last year, obviously pretty casually, but it's like a semi-lockdown. I gave him like 99 dunk, and I love playing with him for like a lot of last year. Obviously they tweaked some things, and I felt like he wasn't as good toward the end of the year, but I still had tons of fun on my 6'7", 99 dunk. Rebounding wing viable. Again, I think this is gonna be like the year of like the role player, man. Like, if you want to be a rebounding wing, you wanna box out, help rebound, help your team, do the gritty things on the court. I definitely think you're gonna have fun this year doing that. Tall guards way to go. Could be. It's just the shorter guards are obviously just gonna have way better speed. Simple as that. 6'7" locks. 6'8" PG. I did not make a 6'8" PG, but this year, something that's pretty dope is that you can make a 6'9" point guard. So like in the last 2K you can only make a 6'7" point guard. So this year you can make point guards up to 6'9", which is kind of crazy. So if you were to talk about big guards, make them 6'9". I don't know, go crazy, do something wild.
6'9" point guard look like magic.
Right? Makes sense, right? It's
Yeah.
with the errors and stuff, they're probably trying to incorporate some of that. Who knows?
For sure.
Man.
Do you need 90 mid for Michael Jordan's jump? We have no clue. We didn't get access to animations, so
I
we
need to
know
get
as a builder.
a ring light in this. Well,
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
facts.
all right. And
Got you. All right, bet. There he is, the man of the hour.
wait, now I can hear you twice. Oh man.
Can you mute your Zoom audio? Because we're in Discord and Zoom. There you go.
Got you.
I gotta see how how do I put these two screens? Gallery, is it? Oh damn! I just exposed myself. Damn! I knew this would happen. Hold up. Immersive? Nah.
Oh yeah. Whole Govy.
Whole one, yeah.
Yep.
It'd be like that though. Yeah, just bear with me for a sec.
How do I? Because I can hear you twice as well. How do I turn down?
Oh, I probably just should mute myself then. There we go. Are you good now?
Yeah.
All right.
Money.
All right, bet.
Alrighty.
Got my guy Fana in here. We got Wolf in here. Okay. I'm muted. I know. I just muted myself. It's telling me I just muted myself. Well, we'll just get into some questions here while I try to fix this. Y'all can see Fana. If Fana came back, man. If y'all don't know, if y'all just joining the stream now, I want y'all to give my man Fana a warm welcome. He took the time to come on the stream with us today. So, that's much love, bro. I appreciate that. So, yeah. I know you've been busy, huh?
Yeah, I've definitely been all over the place when it comes to all these different videos that I'm gonna be. I didn't upload today. Like call me crazy, but it's just like everybody uploaded, you know,
Right.
at the exact same time.
Right.
And I was honestly just like, you know what? I'm just gonna like take bits and pieces of what I liked out of like everybody's kind of ideas and then kind of like fill in the gaps of what people still need to know and want to know. And like actually how to do it. So I'm excited for that.
My fault. I was just trying to get this right.
Sing it up.
I'm exposing.
Nah, you good, man. Yeah,
My
so
bad,
thoughts
yeah.
on Community Day, Fana? That was fun, man.
Community Day? Oh yeah. Had a blast. During, after, like everything about it. Like it was they took care of us.
Definitely. So let's dive into it. What do you think about PGs this year and the new adrenaline boost?
I mean, we're patched into the ground for sure compared to what we're used to.
Shit.
That's 100%. Am I gonna say it's to the point where we can't score? I don't know yet because I haven't seen the locks, you know. But when I was talking to Mike Wang, it was like kind of the same fear when we were like, you know, like when we were out there testing a little bit.
For sure.
It's like my main concern is really just like what happens with these lockdowns who already know how to box guards, you know, with the left, right, etc. Now that we only have like 3 moves, it's just like who's gonna score? No, like at the highest level, you know, when you have like a 6'8" power forward and a pure lockdown, like playing on a PNR, it just I'm kind of worried on to like what that's gonna look like or feel like, but it's definitely not like completely like ruined, but it's just like for the locks that already could get through screens and guard on the left, right, because I don't really think it's that cheesy. If you end of the day, it's like you put the time into the game, you're gonna be able to guard, or, you know what I mean, or do it as a guard. But, so it's like, let's say with you, right?
Audio's going crazy.
No, all good.
Music. I know. My bad. I'm trying to adjust. I cut y'all off. My bad. I know. I'm messing up. We're good now. I think we're
The
good.
video, yeah.
Okay.
The video.
Yeah, but so that's really my only fear. So, but if anything, I think it's honestly just gonna change the whole meta of the game. So, which I'm kind of excited for, you know. It might just have to be like straight give and goes and like, you know, like.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of team ball, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm here for it. My kind of logic that I've been telling myself is just like, if they slowed me down, like it slowed everybody else down as well, you know. So it's just like you just have to be better at them at adjusting to whatever is new. So
you're just gonna have to lab it out.
Yeah, now I wanted to ask you this when you came on. Now, I know we had 3 adrenaline boosts now, right?
Yeah.
Per possession. But do you feel like, and I'm not a dribble head, I mean, I play the game a lot, whatever, but do you feel like the moves are more explosive when you use the adrenaline boost compared to years prior?
No, but what I will say is that they've added in badges that make it to where you can get by the defense with your boost, you know? So like let's say in 22 I hit somebody with a normal misdirection. Try to get by them, like let's say they're like a step late, sometimes they still get that big bump. But like now it's like you don't really have to worry about that, you know, because there's these badges for blow-bys that when I do use my adrenaline bar, like I'm getting past them or I'm getting to my spot or wherever I need to be. And the fading is still decent, so.
Yeah,
fading definitely felt decent still, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, so like that, when I was playing quick match and I was using Giannis, I mean, you know, he's not the fastest dude, but he had the badge clamp breaker. And I was getting some crazy
straight
like
blow-bys.
18 stiff arm kind of animations. It was like, wow.
Even
if
to the
guards
rim.
use that, if guards use that, bro, you'll be able to blow by people once you have a little step. Again, we didn't play the game fully, so we don't know, but it just looked really powerful, that badge.
Yeah, I think with Sigs, it's 100% gonna be okay. The dribbling is almost the same. I haven't really found what build I'm gonna make, just because I've never really been like an in-depth like change the weight to this and the wingspan to this and this is a perfect build you can get a PG. So I'll wait for somebody else to figure that out for me. But
yeah, I was gonna wait on you to figure that out for me, but
nah, yeah, I don't.
Somebody's gonna be figuring that out though.
I'm here to show y'all how to dribble and the best dribble moves and the best moves you want to do. Like that's
Facts.
what I do.
Facts.
When it comes to just like the metrics and the builds and the heights and the wingspans, I don't go too deep into that. That makes my head hurt.
Right. And you know, as soon as the game comes out, you already know somebody's gonna find a cheese like instantly.
Yeah,
You know, there's
for
like
sure.
millions of people gonna play the game. Like somebody's
Yeah,
gonna find that
yeah.
cheese real
Somebody's
fast.
gonna find that build for sure, ASAP.
What else we
But
got,
yeah,
Wolf?
What happened?
You got any, what question are we on? Sorry, I'm
Oh, no, honestly, I'm just free balling.
just
I'm
free
just trying
balling. All right,
to,
that's cool.
yeah.
That's cool. Hell yeah. No,
But
I like that.
I was gonna ask you, do you what are your thoughts on fades and like that
they're mandatory now. Um,
Yeah.
I really do think they're mandatory now. It's not. It's at first it's kind of like annoying the angle fades, etc. But I really do think it's mandatory. But a topic I want to speak on is just an unpopular opinion as to where I think that a lot of the people that are like they're looking at this and they're so happy that like the game is slowed down and etc. I
Right.
think it's gonna come back to bite them in the butt because I think they're kind of assuming, oh, I'm so sick of looking at these little kids do this. Like, I just want to do my one move, get to the cup.
Right.
Like, they don't understand that like what they're used to, that one move get to the cup, is also slowed down. So they still have to, they have to like learn it in a different way. I feel like people think that it's just gonna go into the slashing meta, but I honestly tried that when we were on the builders, and it's still like you have to be good at the game. Like there's no
For
way, shape,
sure.
or form of avoiding like putting in time to be better than the person you're playing against.
I think.
So
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know how that's gonna look. I feel like a lot of people are just still gonna like they think it's slowed down and they're gonna love it, but they don't understand that their rim running is just as slow.
I think for the same token, I think people are gonna think finishing is gonna be overpowered or it's gonna be the meta. I think in the same fashion, shooting is gonna be just as good. If
I
you
agree. Yeah.
like, I don't think. I think anything can be super powerful in this game as long as you have the right attributes. To be honest.
That's what I do like about it. 100%. It's kind of nobody could do everything anymore, and that's
Right.
probably my favorite thing about. That's probably my favorite thing about this. 100%.
Right. Let me see here. I got some shooting B-roll I can pull up real quick. But
Look
actually,
at
I had.
bro. Look at Joe knows, bro. I love Joe.
I mean, still, so you created a 99 ball
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
player.
I tried a 99 playmaking. I tried a 99 three ball. I kind of felt what it feels like having the both of best worlds.
Would you try
Like it's
shooting from deep with that 99 three ball?
yeah.
How'd that
It's
feel?
still, you can still shoot from deep. It's green.
Right.
But what they did do is to get that Hall of Fame shooting deep, like to be able to shoot deep at a Hall of Fame level, I'm pretty sure it's 99. Like you have to have a 99 three ball, or was
Yeah.
it playmaking that to get handles for days you need 99?
Uh.
They made it to where you're not getting both. Like
It's
Yeah.
if
playmaking. Yeah, I think it's
like
both actually. Yeah.
it might be both from what I remember, but like the shooting centers are kind of busted. I like them. Um, I think poppers are gonna be a meta. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of like one move hit the pop, like one like you know what I mean? Like
Word.
Yeah.
I think
For
it's gonna
sure.
be like a rim run like popping ish meta and pro am, like a BP build, but
So I
I
got
don't
this.
know.
You were talking about the speed with ball and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up this image on the screen of something I found during community day. So basically, all I did was touch speed with ball and I maxed it out to 99, right? And my overall was already 85. I didn't touch any other attribute. As soon as I maxed my speed with ball to 99, my overall is 85. Meaning you're not gonna have any attributes to spend anywhere else. So
I
Yeah.
think you still got the B-roll playing in the background though. Still.
yeah, I'm gonna pull up the picture now. Sorry, I'm just trying to
Okay.
find it.
Okay.
L streamer. I'm trying to get all this shit as we
No,
go.
you good. I thought you felt like you had the picture up.
My bad. Here it is. Wait a minute.
My PG build? Nah, I didn't really make one, and that's Fana's expertise. Oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is
The thing about small builds as well, the smaller builds, I think they honestly want that to be taken out the game. Almost like
Yeah,
like
I
quite
agree.
literally like the smaller builds get absolutely no attributes. Like none.
Yeah.
That's funny because
And
I was gonna ask you. I had a question here for you that I was gonna say. Do you think small PGs are still gonna
Nope,
dominate the meta?
nope,
And I mean,
nope.
you just
And
answered that yourself.
they did it quite literally on purpose to where it's like, if you touch your ball handle, if you're small, by the time you max out your three, it's just like everything else is like that's all she wrote. Like by the time you max out your playmaking, you're almost 99. Like they made it to where it's just like you get about one category when you're a smaller guard,
Yeah.
nothing else. Like
That
so.
is crazy. Wow.
Yeah. But when you go a little bit taller, you can honestly start to mix your shooting with playmaking, get a little bit of defense, get a little bit of rim run, decent physicals.
Not bad.
So I honestly think they want to see bigger builds on the court.
What's gonna be like? So like, did you find a sweet spot? Is it like 6'4", 6'3"?
I'm gonna be definitely was gonna wait to drop it on a build, but I guess it's everybody tuned into it's a little 2K Lab special.
So we got the
This-
exclusive.
hold on, we got
Okay,
the
okay, hold
look,
up.
look,
Hold up. Look at the yes, sir.
100%. Like I just have to say, 6'1" is like if you're a PG and you like your shooting with playmaking with, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna show you the exact build too yet.
Nah,
You're gonna
nah,
have
you
to
nah,
tune into the
don't
video for
don't
that.
spill the sauce just yet.
But I will just give you the height that 6'1" is a nice spot for a guard if you want to do that dribbling, still want to dunk a little bit, still want to,
Yeah.
like that's a sweet spot to where you want a little bit of everything, but still be like a threat at the three, still play make, still get your quick drops. Like,
I feel it.
yeah, you have to go
You
to
heard it from the
6'1".
man to go himself. 6'1".
I can attest to that too, cause definitely messing around with a 6'1", like a 6'2" ish build, and I think you can make a decent build at that height for sure, no
Yeah,
question.
those builds are also huge. The bigger builds you can mess with. You
So-
you can make bigger builds this year. I don't know how it's gonna look because what 2K did this year is they purposely took out jump shot speed, I believe, and they have that to where it's players jump shots, and when you're certain heights, you don't get certain players jump shots.
Yep.
And so I think that that's gonna be detrimental when it comes to like build making. Is oh, you can't get this player and this player in your releases though, and they speed up your releases the most, you know?
Right.
So for the bigger guys, it's like, yeah, you might shake a little bit, but it's like, I don't know. It's so balanced because it's just like as much as they killed three hunting, I think they killed rim running as well for like the bigger builds because it's like they have about 2 chances to get by you. Like the thing that I've always hated about the bigger builds and the isoing is just like they can repetitively try to just like different angles and different little cheesy moves to just like get quick drops or dunk on your team. But now it's like if you cut the rim run off once, like they're kind of blinking almost. So it's like I'm so excited. I really can't wait to see how
It's gonna be a completely new
plays
game.
out. Like people are gonna have to relearn the game. Like when I say
Definitely.
relearn, like relearn. Like usually I'm good at picking things up and playing right away. Like I was really like sitting in that builder testing stuff. Like I'm a bot. Like
Right.
I'm really like I'm gonna have to get in the lab and like you know what I mean. Like
I was super overwhelmed when I was in the builder. Like
it was so overwhelming.
this is
bro.
so
Trying to make
intricate,
builds like
super
oh my
detailed.
God.
I was super overwhelmed with it. I was just trying to get whatever content I could because I was like, this is gonna take more than just the 7 hours I have at this community day. Like,
Yeah.
even in those
for
7
sure.
hours, I feel like I came up with like, even though I think I got a lot of info, I feel like those 7 hours like not even close to enough to get the info I wanted. So like this game
And
is it's gonna be a lot of stuff in this builder.
That's fun. That's funny that someone just said that in the chat, and it's low key very true and smart. When you really think about it, it's just like 2K is about to make so much money off people making different builds.
Yeah,
'Cause
the
it's
build
just
diversity.
It's like you can't do it all. So you're gonna have a build for when you want to do this and a build for when you want to do this.
Word.
And
Yep.
it's just like you're not gonna have those like. And if you're a lockdown, cool. They're overpowered. Go lock some ish up. But as soon as you want to put the ball down or shoot at the corner, if you go pure defense with those slow jumpers, like
Yeah,
there's something bad. Like there's something bad about everything that's great, if that makes sense. Like that's the
Yeah.
best way I could describe this game.
Pretty much
There
every
is
single
there
build
is
has
a down
weakness.
there is a downfall to every strength in your build. 100%. Like there just is no overall like do everything like If you're gonna have good shooting and playmaking and a little bit of dunk, you're gonna have no defense. If you're gonna have some defense, you're gonna have mediocre shooting and playmaking. Like,
Definitely.
it's like, oof. Oh man, yes. I'm like,
So I got a
sorry,
question.
I'm like ranting. I'm
Nah,
so
you're
like
good.
overwhelmed
This
and
is
excited for it, bro.
bro, this is what we're on here for. Just to get your perspective, like, you know what I'm saying? You're the dribbler, you're the PG, so it's just great to get your perspective on stream. So whatever you want to say, you just go for it, man. I had a
Oh,
question
yeah.
though.
What's up?
Quick stops, what was your, they took it out the game? Or what?
It depends. It depends. I really don't know because I don't know what dribble style I had, you know?
Right. Yeah, we didn't
Yeah,
get to choose
that-
our six.
Oh,
That's something we were saying
yeah,
earlier.
Because
quick to know, kind of.
yeah.
For sure. I was thinking the same thing. Hey, if y'all in the stream right now, make sure you're liking the stream. We got 2.5K in here. Y'all guys are going crazy in here.
Yeah,
Chat
smack that
is
like, man,
going
share
nutty.
it up. So
Like,
I wanted
go
to
ahead,
ask
sorry.
you,
Yeah, what's up?
any new playmaking badges that you were excited to see? or
Yes.
do?
Okay,
Or
so
you thought that were OP?
killer combos, I believe, is kind of just the chain stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on the screen right now.
Yeah. So then you obviously have your own. Oh my God, we didn't even get to talking to this. You guys already spoke on tiers of badges.
We
Yeah.
spoke a little bit
How
about it, but if you
and how
got,
detrimental it is, like,
it's crazy.
But you're
yo,
still in
my,
it though. Like, what do you think?
um, it's so interesting. I think it's very balanced that you have that thing you could prioritize on without losing any badge points.
The core badge, yep.
I think that's very like clutch. Like it almost makes it doable, you know?
It's gonna be glitchy. If you could
at
figure out a way
first-
to finesse it,
Yeah. At first, I'm like, wait, like 8 badge points for unpluckable Hall of Fame? Are you serious? But then you can use
a lot.
something like that on your little triangle, and yeah, this is really, I like it. I'm excited to see that clamp breaker more than anything. With those 3 little boosts, I want to see what happens when I have that Hall of Fame and I'm trying to boost by somebody.
It's funny you say that because I was thinking about it. Like on the flip side, like will PGs or guards use clamp breaker? Because if they won't, I might not spec into my clamps badge as much as I usually do, you know. But
Hmm
I mean, only time could tell. See what's the meta and what people.
Yes, you
think
can
first.
crab. You can crab, Fletch. I was definitely crabbing when I was playing quick play against some people.
That's
You
good
can
to hear.
definitely no contest on crabs. You can crab.
What's good, Uncle Demi? I see you in the stream. What's happening, my guy? Yeah, man. So you got any closing thoughts? Anything that you wanted to get off your chest, or anything that you had on your mind?
Closing thoughts. Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't. My closing. I don't know. The main.
If you
thing
want to
that
keep
I'm
talking,
so-
you keep talking too, man. I'm not. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I don't. I don't really have anything else to say. I spoke on everything I'm excited about.
I appreciate
My
you.
biggest thing is that. Oh, blinders! I didn't even speak about that.
That's a good one. Maybe we should talk about that.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm guessing. Well, if you already spoke on defense and like how slow you reach and etc. Once you're out of bars as well.
Kinda, not really. I was gonna talk about that later, but we can talk about it now if you want. I mean,
Yeah, they
Anything
balance
goes,
it.
man.
defense-
Anything goes
Yeah,
right
anything
now.
goes. So pretty much in defense, same way as offense, you get the adrenaline boost, right? So anytime you reach or jump for a block, you lose boost and you get 3 per possession. So, and I was testing it, I'm sure you did too, Fana. So once I was reaching a lot and I had no more adrenaline boost, I would get some crappy animations, like bad jump attempts. So pretty much it eliminates the spamming on defense, which I think creates a bigger skill gap and is better for the game in general. So I'm sure you guys will see that when you get the game, and Fana, you can talk more on that if you think.
Yeah, it's balanced. Once you're out of kind of the same way you're useless on offense after out of those adrenaline boosts, it's the same way on defense. You're completely out of it.
For sure.
Yeah. Also, when you pump fake, the more times you pump fake, the less productive you are.
Yeah, your shot ratings go down.
Yeah, your shot ratings go down a lot after
Yeah.
pump faking a lot. So mashing might look a little interesting. I wonder if people will fake pass now instead of pump faking.
I didn't even know that. Wow, that's interesting.
That's a good point to make. See a lot
That's
more
a great
fake
point to make.
passes. That's true.
Yeah.
Probably see a lot of fake passes in the paint to stop or like fake out and pump fake. That might be a way around it.
Word.
Strength matters this year. You can straight bully somebody if you have high strength.
Definitely.
when you're taking them to the cup, you could straight push them away. Blinders is kind of the same way it works. I want to say it's a little tuned down, but it definitely works.
Yeah, I was about to
For
ask your
those
thoughts on that.
for those crabs and shooting while they're on your hip. Locks are just they're gonna be like a lockdown. I don't think there's gonna be a real skill gap to lockdowns. It's just gonna be like if you have a lock on you, just go ahead and pass that boy away. Don't even waste your time. So I think there's gonna be a lot of two-man and pro-am as well. Thinking about it, like just giving the ball to the shooting guard, and it might really be a shooting guard's year. Like really, I think so.
I'm thinking that as well. I'm
I really think
I'm
it's gonna be
definitely
a
looking
shooting
into
guard.
making a pure sharp. I just want to play two.
I
I
wonder,
want to let
I
somebody
wonder what
else.
that'll look like.
Want to let somebody else dribble and just toss me the rock. I'm gonna just jack it up. So
I wonder what that's gonna look like though when it comes to like shooting over a little bit. Cause I did peep, like I was greening some contestants when I was playing. Like you time your shot and there's like badges for when they're closing out late and etc. Like
yeah,
a sharp might really be.
crazy,
Yeah,
I
right?
don't
especially
know.
like a ball sharp because I mean this is a little troll, but I made a 7-3 with like max 3 ball, and I know it's a builder against CPU, but everything was shot I was taking was like wide open. I'm
Hmm.
like, crap, like that's wide open. I thought it'd be like a 5% or something, but I'm so tall.
Yeah, yeah,
I was just shooting right over him with the new contest system, you know. So
yeah.
I mean, we don't
Um,
know. We don't know. We gotta test the game
is
out.
there a way to get open without handles? Say even with handles, I can't even say there's a way to get open, my boy. Even I don't know how that's gonna look. I think offense in general is just a lot slowed down this year. You can still do those standstill moves, but
You think you're gonna have
without
to utilize your
space,
team more?
yeah, 100%,
For sure.
120% for sure.
Yeah.
Um, which I like. I'm interested, looking forward to, but I still don't understand from a casual level how that's gonna go. Cause like, let's say I just load. I'm a normal. I'm a casual. I load up on 2K, want to hoop with some guys in the park. Like, you got to rely on the Randys to be on their P's and Q's, you know? So it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to see what Twitter looks like after the first week.
Oh,
It's gonna be so controversial. Like
it's gonna be
it's gonna be
a
so
shitstorm for sure.
There's gonna be no more of those clips on Park of like dudes isoing at half court.
yeah, you can. Yeah, you
Like,
can. You could do that for
you
sure.
think so?
I've already seen
With
it.
the boost?
I've already done it. Yeah, you can standstill dribble. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, but
Okay,
like
okay. That's
it's like yeah,
interesting.
you
Yeah,
could combo up
you
standstill dribbling for sure, but
can't
it's
like burst
like
out.
when you're going against but like I was saying, because when I'm really complaining about the dribbling, I'm not like in my head, like this is 2K in general. Like if you learn the game and you're better than the people you're playing against, I think you're gonna win. So like let's say you just lab a point guard and you go to park and you play against the average person, I think you're gonna hoop. I'm really thinking about like a professional lock. Like when I'm thinking about am I gonna be able to score, like I'm not thinking, oh, I'm patched, I'm not gonna be able to stream and have content and bake people. I'm thinking like what am I gonna do against a wolf, a awkward, a stick, a randoms. Like, you know what I mean? That's where it's just like people who are gifted at lockdown like that. It's just like, are you really gonna score on them in 2 moves? Like, it's gonna be so. It's gonna be interesting for sure.
Definitely gonna be interesting. Well, Fana, man, I appreciate you.
Of course, thank you so much.
Dude, no, thank you. We definitely appreciate you being on the stream. Everybody, shout out Fana in the chat, man. Let's show some love to Fana, bro, for real. We got
Sure.
2.5K in here, and that's all thanks to the content we got and the guests we got. So I wanna thank everybody in there, and especially Fana. Much love, brother, and I wish you a blessed day, and definitely potentially get some more work done in the future if you're with
Yeah,
it.
100%, 100%. Of course, told you.
All right, man. You be easy.
All right, you too.
All right, fantasy.
Oh.
Whoa. WWs. WWE.
Great content, man. His inside is amazing.
Yeah.
At the guard position,
I want to thank Wolf for kind of moderating that whole thing while I'm trying to run the stream. I'm trying to do everything because I didn't have enough time to set everything up as good as I wanted to. So I hope y'all enjoying the content. I see that 549 Dono in the stream. Nabui says, yo, appreciate the live stream, but I really need help. Want to make a Kobe 6'6" or 6'5" build. Please, any advice?
Kobe 6'6", 6'5" build. I think that's definitely possible, man. Like, I mean, I don't know. yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna want post control for sure. You're gonna want a lot of mid range. You know,
Yep.
if that's the type of stuff you're looking for, you're not gonna have the crazy playmaking, to be honest. So
It's gonna be tough, yeah, especially because like Kobe was a great defender too, so you won't have like it's hard to do it all. You know what I mean? It's so hard because if you make those do it all builds, and you can make them, but I think you'll be lacking in the badge point category, so you won't be able to get the best badges to suit those attributes.
right.
But yeah.
So yeah, it's about that time. We're gonna bring our next guest on. Been my guy. Met him at Community Day for the first time. Been rocking with him for a little bit, but met him for the first time at Community Day. Love his content. Always very thorough. If y'all didn't know, we got the man Laker fan coming in here. So let me let him know we ready. I think he has the Discord link. I don't know if he's in the chat or not. But yeah, definitely a big shout out for Fana for coming on the stream. That's major love.
Sure.
We at? I don't think I sent him the Discord link. Okay. Yeah, I'm a dumbass. That's all right.
All you need is like 17, 18 badge points per category to have a do it all build. Yeah, kinda. That sounds about right. He needs the links, Bill. He said he didn't get the link.
Yeah, I got you. I just sent it.
Okay. Are the build systems the same for both gens? Yes, they are. According to Mike Wang, very similar. Pretty much identical.
Bear with us here for a second. There he is.
Yo.
Laker was good.
Cool. I just had to select my mic, I guess.
Oh no, you're good. So I just kind of gave you just a warm welcome there, but now that you're in here, everybody Laker fan. If y'all didn't know, man, this the big man, he's always working on. He's always labbing something different. You can go to his YouTube and you could definitely pick up a lot of knowledge over there. So I want to give my guy Laker fan a warm welcome. Y'all in the chat, say what up to my guy Laker fan. And absolutely. And everybody make sure you like the stream, man. We got over 2,000 people in here, man. We've been holding over 2,000 people. This is the most people I've ever streamed to by far, by about 2.3 thousand.
Hey, big year, man. Like you can see just the views in the community are going crazy.
For sure.
Stream videos, whatever the case.
Everybody's going crazy right now. And I want to give a big shout out to everybody at 2K, Mitchell, Ronnie, OG, just all the guys over there, man. Just Evan, everybody for setting this whole thing up, because this is absolutely amazing, bro. Like for us to get a chance to give this content out early is just like a blessing. So I'm gonna put
Can you turn up Lakers audio?
Yeah, I was just about to ask. I can move the mic a little bit closer too, if need
Probably,
be.
Yeah.
I can turn you up too. It should be cool.
Okay. But I was just about to ask if there's an echo too. Just let me know. I don't got headphones on. It's just coming out the PC a little quiet. So
you sound good right now. I think you sound good.
Okay.
Yep.
Got you.
So I'm gonna get your image on the screen so people know that Laker fan is in here, and then we are gonna get right into it.
Bet. Well, what were you thinking? I know I know you guys were talking locks and stuff earlier in the stream. I feel like while Spill's setting stuff up, if you want to talk locks real quick, just a little recap again. What were you thinking of 6'5"s? Or were you looking at any heights between like 6'5", 6'9" type stuff? As far as I know, you showed the 6'8" on stream as well. But yeah, just curious.
So I made 2 locks on Community Day. I made a 6'6", like traditional 3&D, which I thought was great. I liked it a lot. Kind of was lacking in the finishing and playmaking.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
it seems you're gonna have to do that for most locks this year, to be honest.
Yeah. So I liked it. I was fast. I felt good. But then I also made a 6'7" that was a little bit slower, but I put like bully on him. I had strength. With some finishing, like silver posterizer and like an 86 dunk or something.
Okay.
So kind of like a slashing lock. I think I still had like an 81 3 ball or 83 ball, so I could hit open in the corner, but I wasn't like, super sniping anything.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I got you.
I do feel like my first lock build, I'm gonna make him a little bigger. So probably like that six
Or
seven.
like taller.
Yeah, taller. That's what I mean. Taller. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
six
I'm with
seven
that.
probably.
Okay.
I do feel like big players are gonna be a little bit better this year,
Oh
in
yeah.
my
Oh
opinion.
yeah. I mean, we're here to talk about that. Obviously, Spill. Whenever you're ready for the center stuff, we can get into that too. Because as far as like the whole taller situation,
Yeah.
um. Okay. So we're good to go then.
Yeah, absolutely. Fire
Okay.
away.
Cool. Cool.
I just I don't know
So
what B-roll I should be having on screen. I don't really have any big man B-roll, so I might just pause this so y'all can just
You
look
got the
at
yeah,
this.
man,
Giannis.
I'm
I
Oh,
got
the
Giannis
Giannis
gameplay.
gameplay? All right, bet.
Oh, you
I'll
can
pull
put my
that up.
6-8 gameplay in the background too.
Bet.
okay.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Anything's cool with me, obviously. So
Yeah, fire
yeah.
away, man. Stage is yours.
As far as the whole like taller aspect, I feel like so obviously we all know kind of locks and bigs can be grouped together a little bit. As far as like, Wolf was just showing the 6'8" and was mentioning the versatility of it and how like a 6'8" could be a perimeter defender at the same time. And to me, if we're talking like what's going to be the best big man build or what's the meta, so to say, whether that's threes or pro am, whatever the case may be. And pro am's a little harder to differentiate between that because then you even have power forwards versus centers, and we don't know yet what's going to be back end pick and roll D type stuff. Like you would assume it's probably going to be power forwards and then centers in the corner, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Low key, hang on. Okay, so I want to talk gameplay stuff while we're on that note. So Wolf, I'm curious, and I want to bounce this off you real quick. As far as the whole power forwards versus centers and which one's going to be guard and pick and roll D, I'm curious if you think if guards are struggling to score like really, really heavily, right, and you don't need to play as such high hedge defense, yet maybe mashing is still a problem, so to say. What do you think of maybe like a 7-footer or something like that, playing the back end pick and roll D for a little bit more height, and it's still very fast too, at like 77 speed I saw, and
Yeah.
you get a little bit more height, a little bit more rebounding involved, and maybe a little bit more mash defense on the back end too.
It's funny you say that because I thought about that after like the fact of like seeing the gameplay and people talking about it. I think a back end. I think my first power forward build. I know I showcased a 6'8" that kind of do it all, but I think I'm gonna focus on maybe like a bigger build, like you said, like a 6'9", 6'10" kind of power forward. That's a little bit more bigger and more paint oriented than trying to step up and guard the perimeter. Because we don't know. I mean, we don't know how guards are gonna be able to move with the new adrenaline boost. What's gonna be the meta. So
Yeah, for
um,
sure.
I still think though, like a center, like especially in comp pro am, you should have those specialized roles, right? So a power forward should be guarding the back end of the PNR, and your center should be a bigger player in the corner, just to like maximize the
Rebounding.
specialization of
Yeah.
each position. So
Yep. I feel like that's all. Yeah, good points made for sure. Um, as far as like the super tall centers, I don't know. I feel like I was a little bit personally kind of opposed to them. I feel like so what I noticed, and we were talking speed as far as the blocks go, like the tall ones, right? And I noticed that at every height for lockdowns, they are faster than last year. So for instance, like 6'6" was I think 91 speed in this game, and last year's game was 88, I believe. Now you had the metric stuff as well playing a factor, but
Right.
either way, then like as you keep on going up the list, 6'7" is faster, 6'8"
didn't
is
even know
faster,
that.
6'9" faster,
Right.
and the one build that I saw that isn't faster than last year is center. Now, don't be wrong, I understand they are going to be kind of sitting in the corner, stuff like that, but I thought that was interesting that every build, like, or I should say 7 threes, my bad, but I just found it interesting that every single build at every height is faster than last year, but like 7 3s, 7 2s got slower actually. So like it was 61 speed for the 7 3s last year. Now it's 58. If you have to upgrade that weight just a slight bit to get to 99 rebound for that Hall of Fame rebound chaser, obviously, because who's gonna make a 7 3 without that? But
right.
yeah, I found that pretty interesting. I don't know how it's gonna affect pro am. Do you guys want to talk more pro am or like threes and stuff like that too?
Whatever. I mean, or like we just talk my player builder in general.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
true.
just you talking about. I
Yeah,
actually
I
have a
guess
couple
everybody's here
questions.
for their own,
Um,
interest and stuff like that too, as far as the viewership. So
yeah,
yeah.
but I had a couple questions. I know you
Oh
were
yeah, yeah.
on the
Sorry, I
builder.
forgot we were we were going a little more scripted. Yeah.
You're good. You're good. So you on the builder a lot, messing around with big men builds. So what are your thoughts on poppers this year so far with the build
Yeah.
that we've seen?
That's a good question. I believe that as everything in 2K, chemistry and balance between your teammates is very key as far as like things like this. So, for instance, with the guards, I feel like they are very hard to put finishing on currently. Like maybe they'll be layup type dudes, but no, I don't think anybody's gonna come out here with like a comp guard and be able to put dunking on unless they're really lacking in like shooting and playmaking. So for me, as a big man, I feel like I don't know. Insides could benefit off the fact that it will be a little bit harder to build those guards personally and like actually give them some finishing like ability. So the more they're kind of hugging around the outside, I feel like the more insides would eat off that. But to be fair, I'm biased in that sense. I'm always going to lean toward the insides.
Yeah.
Poppers, they look like they can really get like good 3-pointer. I will say though, I don't know how tall you're thinking. Like, are you talking like the seven, like you're like 7'3" and still a popper too?
Possibly like right before the footage got corrupted at the event,
Yeah.
I made a 7'3" with an 8'1" wingspan, which is max, and I had a 77 3 ball. Now I know you mentioned that centers lost speed, right? Like 7'3" had lower speed this year compared to last year, but I feel like they gained 3 ball at such a tremendous level to like allow them to be poppers. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I feel you because I think it was like 73 3-pointer. My boy Tonic had a 7'3" that we actually stuck in the corner, and we ran 2 7 3s for a portion of the year. And yeah, he was still hitting with that 73, and I think that's where the question comes into play too is how well can you shoot with that 3-pointer? Because it always could change based on the game. Just because you can get a higher three, it might not exactly mean that you hit at a like better rate than last year. If you get what I'm kind of saying in that aspect.
Right.
No, I
guess we
definitely
kinda
agree with that. And Mike Wang had a tweet on that. I'm trying to find it now, but he was saying the only way you're going to
said,
be
like-
able to score or shoot like with a low 3 ball is you could maybe shoot with a 75 3 ball, but you're going to need to have like excellent timing. Because as
Yeah,
I'm
we
sure
can-
you realize, like the whites aren't dropping this year like they used to, and that's something he also
Yeah.
said. So
Which is what I was kind of concerned by if we're talking like poppers is obviously the only thing that you lose on wingspan for being upgraded is 3-pointer. Now I will say like you're not going to benefit off ball handling or anything like that. I think that's more of like a 6'8" slasher type thing that benefits off the fact that wingspan no longer really hurts your ball handle or anything. So I guess a little bit of useless point right there that I was making, but anyway, yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess it all just comes down to can you shoot with like that low of 3-pointer? Not to mention, Wolf. As far as the badges go, I'm very curious because obviously tier 3s were extremely hard to equip if you had like maybe 15 points in the badge categories. Did you
Yeah.
notice like did it feel okay as far as like what badges you were equipping on those like sort of 7-3 poppers?
What do you mean, like the
Like, as in,
effectiveness of each badge?
Like as in, let's say, if you only had like 15 points in the shooting category, or maybe you had way more than that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think I had about like 17, something like that.
Okay, yeah. So like, for instance, you have to spend the first 10 in like tier 1 to 2, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, like, it gets like really expensive. So if you're a popper, obviously you really want like in previous years, maybe it was easier to budget like bronze or silver limitless range or something like that, and that gives you more comfortability. As a popper, you kind of want that room to be able to be at least like a couple feet off 3-point line. If you
Yeah.
gotta like hug that thing too, it's gonna be probably kind of tough to like be more selective with your shots and just like what goes up, what doesn't, especially if your 3-point is a little bit lower, like in that 75 like range or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. If I remember correctly, I mean, it sucks. I don't have access to the footage, but
Yeah, I feel you.
what'd you need? I maybe can
I-
find it.
no. I'm saying
Oh, you
about the
just didn't
7-3
have it. Yeah, I
build.
got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. I couldn't get limitless, so I don't think I had it. I think I had silver catch and shoot as my tier 3 badge that I cored.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
it was
interesting. Catch and shoot was
yeah.
tier 3. I guess that might be
Yeah.
a hype thing. And on that note too, sorry if I'm getting off topic. I know we got a lot of questions and stuff. So
No,
I'll get
bro.
back
It's all you.
after this one. But I did notice, and I made a video kind of on this too about how height manipulates badge tiering. So for instance, like for a 6'6" rebound chaser was in tier 1, and it was
Right.
4 points in the Hall of Fame, obviously. And then for like 6'7", it became a tier 2.
All
For
right.
6'8" and above, it was tier 3. So
So I got a
That's
question
something-
real quick.
yeah, sure.
And that was only based off your height, you're saying?
Yep.
So
It
it's not
wasn't
It's
position.
not position. All right. See, this is
tried
something
weight.
I wanted to figure out because I wasn't exactly sure. So I'm glad you have the
I
answer.
tried weight as well. That wasn't doing anything to change it. It definitely seemed to just be height, 100%.
Wow.
All right,
That's
cool.
interesting.
That's for y'all in the
That's a
chat,
gem.
man.
That's a gem.
That's a gem right there, man. If
Hey,
you're gonna,
if I could give you guys a little bit of extra sauce too, this video is going crazy for me right now too. I made a 7-foot center, and I've seen a lot of slashers, right, who have made like builds with maybe like 6'8", and you have things like Posterizer, Slithery, Limitless Takeoff, all tier 3 badges. For that 7-footer, you had things like Posterizer was tier 2, so that became cheaper. Slithery and Limitless Takeoff became tier 1, and
wow.
it was. And not to mention too that those 7-footers have 93 driving dunk still, so you can get gold
wow.
Posterizer. You can still get you can get 4 contact dunk packages as well. The elites, the pros,
Wow.
the big man elites, the big man pros.
Yeah,
It was
you
pretty
might be
crazy.
giving the people too much sauce. I
That's
don't know.
no, that's a
Hey,
super gem. Make sure y'all all check out Lakers video, man.
Hey
That's,
man,
I
go
haven't
check
seen
out
it
his channel.
myself.
Yeah,
Tonight I'm
Have
watching
to
all the
see.
vids,
Have to
and
definitely go check
I'm
out
locked
Laker
in.
Fans channel, his YouTube. I think NBA 2K Lab just posted his link to his video. Yeah, there it is in the chat. So if y'all want to go check out that video, it's a 7-footer. I remember you were we were talking Laker, and you were like, them 7-footers might be kind of devious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I ain't
So-
gonna lie, I might make a 7-foot power forward. Low key, that's kind of crazy. Like a Giannis build.
Yeah,
That'd
because
be
I'm telling
crazy.
you, like it looked as far as like its versatility too. I think it's very, very good for pro am. I don't know what for yet though, because like the back end, we were talking about that, right? Like just now, about how maybe it is better for back end because you maybe don't have to pay as much respect to guards or anything like
Yeah.
that. And then offensively, yeah, really fast. The way I had it set up, it only was goal rebound chaser with 93, but it looked like you could definitely up the weight and not lose too much out on it. I need to lab that when I get back in like the full game, obviously, but yeah, definitely something to look out for sure.
That's a good point in the chat Zach made. I just hope 7-foot builds have good jumpers. We don't know. We don't know. I mean,
True, yeah. I guess for
That's
me, I'm a little
definitely-
bit biased because I'm very cool with the whole just inside aspect of it.
yeah,
But,
yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I'm trying to
But yeah,
find. I know
maybe
people are in the
next
chat asking for different B-roll. I'm looking for it right now, so just bear with me. Y'all keep
There's a
talking. Though.
bunch in that doc spell. I got like check gameplay, like whatever.
Yeah,
Mhm.
What up?
got you.
But yeah. So I want to ask you a question, Laker. So what do you? I know it's early in the game and we haven't played much, so we don't really know the meta. But what are your thoughts on strength this year?
I would say so. Like slasher, very, very like important as far as that bully badge. But that's where we come back to the whole like 6'8" topic. Like bully was a tier 3 badge as well, and when you add on to the fact that Posterizer, Limitless, and Slithery are too, you can't. I already tried labbing that too. You literally cannot afford to get all 4 tier 3 badges at all because you have to spend the 10 points first, obviously, right? So.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, literally, you have to make those sacrifices, and you know how bad it would be to be a slasher with no limitless takeoff. I mean, like that's so
That's
useless
bad.
at that point.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So like, I don't know. I just feel like bully is a little bit of an overrated badge so far, is what I would give it. Maybe it's extremely useful, but me personally, I just feel like it's a little bit of an overrated, so to say, right now. As far as what strength itself actually does, and not just unlocking badges, though, I think it's a little bit hard to judge. I feel like we all know it obviously is going to be dealing with like backing people down, resisting back downs, whatever the case may be. Yo, Spill, did you see if they have a does post move lockdown still resist? Is it like what was it called? I forget. If it resists back downs, if you get what I'm saying.
I can
like,
tell you right now with the
Oh,
No,
badge.
no, no, my bad. That's what Brick Wall did last year, and it probably is the case still. I would assume. So that could be the case. But yeah, I don't know. I did see strength is now tied to brick wall as well, if you would like
Yeah.
it to be, whereas it was always just interior defense before that. So that's another interesting thing. So strength, it's impacting more badges than it ever has. I'll put it like that. In previous years, it was always just a physical that really, if you didn't want it, you didn't have to have it, and it was kind of whatever. All you're gonna do is just get back down more aggressively, and not many people do that in pro-am, obviously. So, and not many people do it in stage 3s or competitive 3s either, for sure. So I don't know. I personally am leaning more toward the idea of not going super crazy on strength, because if it gets way expensive and you're up there in like the high 90s and stuff, spending way too many attribute points on your overall.
It's
I don't
definitely gonna
think
weigh a
it's
little
worth
bit for sure.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm in the more like 70 range. Like
But
if you want to upgrade it on your weight, or if you want to upgrade it but not go crazy on your weight to like, go like super through the roof with it, I think
Yeah.
it's smart to be in like the 60s, 70s, something like that.
Yeah, it's safe to say that you probably do want some strength. Like in past years, you could probably skip it, but it's safe to say that this year you probably need a little bit. But like you said
Yeah.
too on the bully badge too, like you said everybody's hyped, but you're not really too hyped about it. But it is very popular, for sure.
just
So
'cause
it's obvious it's brand new, right? So it's super popular. Everybody's talking about it. And then I'm sure you guys saw the Giannis gameplay on the screen. It's just I was testing out 99 dunk and like I think it was gold bully, but I thought it worked pretty well. So we won't really know until the game actually comes out and people actually have a
Yeah,
chance to test the stuff.
and don't be wrong. Don't be wrong. I'm not sitting here saying bully is going to be like horrible. It's just that, because that's definitely not what I'm saying. I just more so think the fact that every time that I've seen it, it's in tier 3, no matter what the build is that I look at, and that's always
Yeah.
going to be 8 points for Hall of Fame and like 7 for gold, 6 for silver, and when you're on like slashing type builds, man, I tell you what, like you're not just gonna not run posterizer. You're not just gonna not run limitless takeoff. Maybe slithery you could maybe cut out on, but Spill, I know you mentioned to me like you were trying to play around with the 99 dunk build and you took off posterizer and put slithery on, and
Right.
it almost even better. So like I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
you even would really want that too. So
Yeah, I had 99 dunk on that build you're talking about, and I took posterizer off, and I was still like I was doing skill dunks, and I was catching bodies. But again, this is take it with a grain of salt because I was in the MyPlayer tester, and
yeah, exactly.
it's pro. So like it's tough to judge it right away, but take that for what it's worth.
Yep.
So we're
Yeah,
probably gonna
very
get a few more questions in.
Yeah, I got another
I'll try
one.
and
I
keep
got
it,
2 more actually.
Okay, I'll try and keep them tighter for sure.
No, you good.
It's my
what are
fault
your
for
thoughts-
being an asshole super
no,
late on the
it's cool. I
stream.
know- I
So
know.
it's my apologies on that but we
Hey,
can
Spill's
definitely.
very smart with the IT stuff. He helped me very much with the content and being smart with tech. So
I was helping a
Good
few
for
people
man.
actually. There's some people in my DMs like, hey, how do I get this stuff off the
Yeah.
SD? So I was trying to help
Right,
help it I could, but yeah, let's get back into it. So what were you saying? Wolf, you had a question?
Yeah, so I was watching. I know. What are your thoughts on the new dunk meter for 23?
I would say it was mechanically like getting it to pop up was tougher, but that's probably just because it's a new adjustment. I was actually trying to hold down on my stick to get it to pop up, and apparently I just didn't take enough notes and didn't prepare for the test enough from Mr. Mike Wang. But apparently he was saying that it is now only the throws, like, or I forget if it's called throws or not, but either way, like
Yeah,
flicking
stick
up,
throws.
hold
Yep,
down,
you're right.
yeah, and then like flick down, hold down, whatever the case may be. Honestly, I really need to look into that stuff and know what I'm doing with it when the game comes out. But repetitions will always be what helps and just gets better with that. To try and judge it based off of the first 7 dunk meters I had that pop up would be unfair. It seemed very easy to time though. Like the fact that it's a shot meter style instead of that crazy weird ring where the green pop up any random spot, just on a completely random thing. Yeah, it definitely is easier to time when it does pop up. It's just the key is trying to get it to pop up.
Yeah, if y'all want, I'm gonna put on the screen now how the thing works, right? So it just shows you right here. R2, you flick it up and then you just flick it right down. So in last 2Ks you would just flick it down and give you the meter. This year you flick it up and then flick it down. See if I can find a good one for you guys.
Yeah, I'm watching right now too. So what is the difference between up down and down down? Do you know?
I only did the skill dunks, to be honest. So I only did the meters just up down. I didn't try anything else. But just the skill dunks in my opinion were kind of crazy.
Oh wait, okay. So the only way to get contact dunk is up down, is what you're saying?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll have to check that out just to clarify.
You may be able to
obviously,
get square contacts or X contacts still, but
but- yeah, true.
I definitely felt like I was getting more contacts using the skill dunk for sure.
I got you.
Yeah, and then I have run this
Yeah,
gameplay
I
here.
would, say I would say I'm a fan of it though. Definitely an improvement for sure. The latency was very, very good on it too, but obviously we were offline. But even offline, sometimes it like
Yeah. No, I
the
agree.
contact dunk would have a different cue than like a not an open dunk, but like dunk in traffic that isn't a contact dunk. If you feel me. So I noticed that it does feel pretty good. Like the meter doesn't have any latency or lack of responsiveness.
Right. I was also thinking the same thing. Like the latency felt much better than it did in 22.
Yeah, much easier to time for sure.
And I really like the meter on that is really cool.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
any last closing thoughts? Wolf, you got any last questions for our guy Laker
Yeah, I'm
here?
gonna ask the last one, and I was gonna say, what do you think about chase downs
Hmm.
as of now?
So I got the best example of this when I was using the Jordan footage or whatever. I had it in the video. Really athletic, like super crazy chase down. I didn't block it, but I got like really really close to it, and it was like a crazy lunge. I highly doubt that his chase down in that gameplay footage, where it's like him as a college player or something like that.
Yeah.
I highly doubt he has elite chase down artist. I bet you he has really good vertical though. So I'm curious if I heard Spill talking about this earlier about how I was a little bit out of tune, so I don't know if twisting your words a little bit here, but I did see like obviously you can get chase down artist on bronze, in tier 1 on like smaller builds for free, right? Or like for
Yeah.
1 point, even if you only have 25 block. But I do agree with Spill in saying I don't think you're just gonna come out here and go crazy like you used to, especially like the current gen heads definitely like love that stuff where they could have bronze chasing on their guard and like just
Yeah.
fly.
It's not
Like
happening
even if
this
the
year.
vertical wasn't good. That doesn't feel like to me what the case is. I think you really do need vertical, you need block, you need chase down, all that stuff included. If you have different opinions, Wolf, I'd love to hear it too, but maybe you echo the same thoughts.
Yeah, same. So we're on the same page. I
Okay.
just wanted to see what you thought
Yeah.
about it.
So yeah, I guess I would say that's about as deep as I would get on that. I didn't get so many crazy like opportunities at it, you know what I mean? But that's what my initial impressions were for sure.
Well, look, Laker man, I appreciate you more than you know for coming
Hey,
on the
you
stream,
too.
sharing the sauce, the 7-footer. You know, filling me in on the height restrictions for the badge tiers. That's major. So Laker was in here dropping gems. So make sure y'all go follow Laker Twitter, go sub to his YouTube. You'll get better at the game. Trust me.
Definitely.
So-
Can't wait to watch that
Yeah, I
video
appreciate
tonight.
that.
Tuned in.
Anytime, I'll always like drop some knowledge in here. If anything, it's always a win-win. Put the guys on in here onto some knowledge, and it nets some views as well on the YouTube. So
For sure, bro.
always.
And it was
tune in.
absolute pleasure meeting you at the event too. We was chopping it up
you
for a
too,
minute.
man, for sure. That whole thing was super cool.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sure
was
we can
crazy.
attest as well, but
Definitely.
Definitely, man.
yeah.
But all right, man. You be easy. We'll definitely be in touch. I'm sure we'll be
Yep,
getting some
sure.
gameplay together or something
All
this
right,
year.
yeah, get the legend in here, shake down.
Yes, sir. We getting shaking here. If you want to stick around, mute yourself just for now. Maybe later we can ask questions or something. You're welcome to. But we're gonna give the stage to Shake right now. I'm just trying to get him in here.
Yeah, all good.
Like I said, we were running a little bit late, so.
Oh, are you saying you want me to stick around just in case he isn't
No,
here?
I was just saying. I don't know what he's doing. Cause like I said, I'm late, so it's completely on me. But no, I was just saying, if you want to chill till after he's done, we could all just chop it up afterwards, maybe. I don't know when that will
Okay.
be, but I'm just.
Yeah, I'm
just
not gonna
spitballing.
lie. I have gotten very little sleep as far as these last couple of days.
That's right. That's right.
Man,
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
not here like I'm out here just going to bed. Like,
All right, I'm gonna do you a
4
favor
a.m.
then. Get the hell out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go
Alright,
go
yeah.
get yourself some rest. Cause I was messaging Laker at what was it 8:30 this morning? Cause I didn't get no sleep either. And he's like, "Are you up super late or you wake up super early?" Cause he's like, "I'm on the same kind of timing." So I was like, "Bro, go get some sleep." But yeah, man, appreciate you. I think you already left. But yeah, we in there. Okay, Shake's already in here. So for y'all, man, this man needs no introduction. Shake, the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT, is in here. He's in the Discord with us right now. Want to give a warm welcome to Shake. Haven't heard him speak, but you know what I'm saying. We got him in here right now. We'll just check out some gameplay so we can hear the mic. Shakedown has entered the room. All right, bet. Trying not to expose this time. I was messing up earlier, man.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. Good shit.
Let's go.
What's up,
Hey,
Wolf?
There
What's
he
up?
is.
What's up? What's good with y'all?
hey, the man, the myth, the legend. Hey, can you mute your mic on? I can actually, yeah, on the Zoom call, and we get no echo
On
here.
the Zoom call. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
All right, can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
All right.
I probably got to
We
turn you
got
up a
the
little
goat
bit.
here, Shake. Yeah, probably turn him up a little bit.
I could probably mute you.
Am I
up, man.
good?
I think you're good. Yeah. Chat. Let us know.
Alright.
Let us know if y'all can hear him well. If not, we will fix it up. But yes, man, this man needs no introduction. We got the legend in here, Shakedown. One of the most humble dudes that I had met at Community Day. Man, it was absolute pleasure meeting you, man. For real. We was chopping it up before we even got to the event. I know, you've had some experiences with the game, but man, we was just in the mezzanine, just chopping it up for like a minute. I just walked by him in passing. We were just chopping it up for a minute. So I know you got a lot to talk about, man. So whatever you got to say, the stage is yours. We got a few questions for you and stuff. So we're about to get it rocking.
Yeah, I guess the first thing I would like to say is that was one of my favorite community days ever. The thing about me, what I find when I go to these events is that I feel really comfortable around. These are like my people. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
It's like you guys are all gamers. When I used to love going to midnight releases, and sometimes I used to go to midnight releases at GameStop for games that I wasn't even planning on playing that much.
Right.
I would just go just to kick it with people, and everybody goes to work. You go to work and you have your coworkers. Some of them don't play games like you do, or if they do, they don't play the games you play. So going to an event like this is really cool because you're surrounded by people that love the same thing that you love: basketball, video games. Combine the two, and you got 2K. And then it's all walks of life, man, that play from different modes and different places on the planet. There's people from Brazil and people from Europe,
New Zealand,
it's
everywhere.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel right at home when I'm with everybody, man. I care about this community, man. I've seen a lot of faces come and go, and there's some people that aren't even with us anymore. So I just cherish every moment that I get a chance to spend with you guys, and I think that's what it's all about, man. Just that level of camaraderie. And this is our game. Believe it or not, people don't realize our community is not that large. We don't have the biggest community. We've got a fairly small community.
Definitely.
So in comparison to some of the other bigger titles out there. So I love it, man.
Definitely, bro. Like I said, it's a pleasure to have you on here. And that community day was crazy. Like you said, we're all there with the same interests. We all love 2K, just gaming in general. So we all had the same vibe. There was I don't know, there was no drama whatsoever at the event. That shit was all love, the entire time through. Everybody, you walk around, everybody's got a smile on their face, the entire time. That event was crazy. And once again, I want to shout out 2K and everybody that helped put that event together, for real, because that was definitely dope.
Absolutely. They know how to pick them. They know how to pick the right people.
For sure. I think they did a good job with that. So let's get into it, man.
Can you turn Shake's audio up a little bit?
Yeah, maybe Shake, I think maybe your mic is coming through your webcam instead of your mic itself on Discord. Cuz you sounded good on Zoom.
Sure.
But you didn't.
Okay, hold on.
You sounded good on the Zoom, but I think Discord might be hooked up to a different mic.
I'm going to check it right now.
Try to put some what gameplay should we put on the screen right now?
Probably the builder. I feel like we're going to talk about the builder.
All right, bet. That's kind of already here. Put your 6.8 back up, or 6.8 gameplay, maybe?
Sure. Yeah, it don't matter.
Where are we at?
Oh, I think it's using my AirPods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
output.
it
I
sounds
should be output, right? Yeah, output wave. Do I sound any better now?
It sounds the same.
You guys hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
We can hear you.
I got you turned up to 200% on Discord, so I don't know if I could turn you up anymore. Unless you could turn your mic up, but the quality, I'm sure the quality is a little bit better on. I'm sure you got a mic there or something. Talk, let me see it.
How does it sound now?
Hey, there we go. Yes, sir.
Yeah, much better. That's awesome.
There we go. All right, hell yeah. That's great.
Okay, you can see that I'm not really the best Discord person out there.
You're good. You're good. I was spending so much time trying to set this whole thing up, so man, it's been a while for me to. I know you just get right in here. It's tough to just get everything right away. I kind of hit you on short notice. We're running late and stuff, so I wouldn't even sweat it, man.
I mean, I heard somebody saying before that they're a little tired, and I was just thinking about how I haven't been able to sleep since we got back, man. I just
so much
making
work.
These videos, and it's kind of weird because the game is not even out yet, and there's so much content that we're responsible for. You want to get to your viewers. and make points across and things like that. So
Right.
I haven't had much sleep either.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, I'm trying to grind. Like, I don't even want to go to sleep personally, but obviously us as humans, we need sleep. But like, man, I'm so excited for this game and all this content that we're allowed to share with everybody. Everybody I'm sure at Community Day is just working around the clock. I know Wolf, I know Fana, I know Laker. Everybody there that I spoke to, I know they're all just like grinding, trying to get this content out. So, there's not much sleep, but man, it's like at times I don't even really want to sleep. I'm just trying to do this. Like, I'm so excited. This game's gonna be
Absolutely,
crazy.
man.
This game's gonna be crazy for sure. I can't wait to get my
Sure,
hands
for
on
sure.
retail.
Oh
So-
yeah, oh yeah. I can't wait either, man.
So,
yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, absolutely. So just general question real quick. Your thoughts on the builder, anything you want to talk about in the builder, anything that you saw that you might find unique, or I know you dropped a build video, I think, earlier today.
Hmm.
Was that
I did. I went in there with a mission, right? My first mission was, well, really, when you play with the builder, the first thing I think people are gonna try to do is make their favorite build from 2K22.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is most people's favorite build could do just about everything. They were like walking demigods if you play next gen 2K22.
Right.
And those demigods, you can do a good job of making them again somewhat. But in those categories where you had high 80s before, and that was just good enough for you to get by, you're not going to have access to the badges that actually make it worth it. You know what I mean? So like before, when you had an 85 driving dunk and you had 93 ball and phenomenal defense and things like
You
that,
could just do everything.
badges were free. They were just wherever they were, you could just equip them. So now, okay, it's like, nah, we're gonna put those badges in a tier.
Yeah.
So it's gonna cost you more to equip those badges. So basically, real slashers are gonna be completely different from a guy with an 85 slashing, drive and dunk. Like he thinks that's gonna get him by, but a real slasher versus someone who's just getting by is gonna look way different.
Right.
Things like that kind of stand out to me. And then it was I also think I think one of the biggest problems though is people are really gonna have to pay attention now to how they make their builds.
Yeah.
You're really gonna have to focus on what kind of badges do you want before you finalize the build.
Right.
I don't think people had to make that the badges were all over the place, so you could just equip them from wherever. So now that there's tiers, you got to kind of look at the badges and say what can you get away with. If you want this build to be a stretch big that can knock down catch and shoot threes, you're gonna literally have to make sure you do the math first, right? When you're looking at the badges, so you're gonna have to.
Yeah. I
You
remember
can't
that.
just apply a low amount of shooting badge points to it. So you're gonna have to really dig into it.
Yeah, I remember because we were sitting right next to each other damn near, and we were talking about like we're doing science over here. We're doing it's a whole math class in that builder, right? It's like it's super intricate, super detailed, and it's tough to figure out the stuff you want to like. It's tough to get everything you want. Everybody's gonna want to have a little bit of everything, and you can kind of do that. But if you want to be effective in that area, you're gonna need those tier 3, tier 2 badges.
Right,
It's at least my opinion.
If you are a build that has a little bit of everything, like you just said, you're just not going to have high tier 3 badges like
Exactly.
your golden Hall of Fame. And I tried my best in today's video to simplify that for people, so that way you're not struggling. But the suggestion I gave to people was, instead of making your favorite do-it-all build from 2K22, just give it a try this year with maybe specializing. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be a slasher and a shooter, give yourself a lot of badges in shooting and slashing.
Yeah.
And then you just won't be that great on defense. You'll be okay. You'll
Yeah.
get by, but maybe you recruit a friend of yours. He's a straight up lockdown. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He can
Yeah,
lock
yeah.
up everyone.
For sure.
So you're gonna play a role. Even people say, well, I want to be Kevin Durant. I want to be LeBron James. I love LeBron. He's in phenomenal shape for someone in his 20th year.
Man.
When was the last time you seen him guard everybody? Playing on the perimeter, guarding point guards and guarding centers and power forward. He doesn't do that.
He be taking plays off a little bit now. I ain't gonna lie on defense.
He definitely
Yeah.
does.
So when you say I want to be someone who can do it all, Not all those guys can do it all. Not even Giannis can do it all. He can hit the occasional three ball,
Right.
but he's not raining threes on people and putting people in the post and fading off of them from 45 feet. He's
Right.
not doing that. You
Yeah.
know, so
Right.
not everybody can do it all. Not even Kevin Durant. He doesn't guard some of the better bigs in the league. He's a help defender because of his length. He's not going to one-on-one guard a Karl Anthony Towns, you know what I'm saying, or Anthony Davis,
Right.
even though they're like the same height. So, no, people are not able to do it all. But I know it's a video game and we want to have fun. You will have fun if you have a 95 ball handle and a 95 three ball. I promise you. You'll
Right.
just be killing people off the dribble and fading on people or
Yeah.
doing pull-ups everywhere. So
So-
I think there's a lot to be done. You're going to go crazy. Just kind of focus on what you want to specialize in, man. That's my suggestion.
I think current gen players would be pleasantly surprised because it almost feels like in this builder, right? Like it almost feels like pie charts, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you can only probably have 2 things that are going to be good on your build, or at least really good, and then the other 2 categories are going to have to be so-so. So like in terms of that way, like current gen players might be pleasantly surprised with because the builders are somewhat the same. Obviously the badge tiers and the costs are a little bit different, but in terms of how that stuff is weighted, I think it's very similar, or it seems at least similar to kind of how current gen was with the pie charts.
Absolutely. I think like, you know, the freedom that we had in 22 did allow us to go a little too crazy. It was very difficult to make a bad build in 22, but
Yeah.
then there were people that made builds specifically for the park where they were like maybe they had zero out the free throw because they would never use that build to go to the rec center or play
Right.
pro-am. So that kind of stuff makes sense. You can still make builds that are well-rounded. I made one today. I made 3 actually. It was like LeBron James type builds. And I made it very clear that unless we find out that 2K at hitting legend, you're going to get badge upgrade 1 level for all your badges like they did it for 2K20, unless that comes back, running around with bronze and silver, you know, tier 3 badges is not going to be fun. You know what I mean? So 2K was pretty smart about that. It seems like they really wanted you to earn those badges that really I call them game-changing badges or game-changer badges because
Right. Makes sense.
I mean we know Limitless Hall of Fame is one of the most essential shooting badges you can have in the game if you're planning on shooting threes. So,
Right. I'm so happy
you know, the
Limitless
fact
Range
that-
is back too. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
yeah. The fact that that's a tier 3 badge, and I mean, sure you can get it at bronze, but how effective is that going to be at bronze? You know,
Right.
so and we already know whites are not going in,
Facts.
not as much as they used to.
Exactly.
We're gonna see how long that lasts, though. You know,
Yeah. We never know.
I'm wondering
But
how many seasons, you know, before it starts becoming pretty easy to shoot.
yeah.
I got a bet going right now. I think it's like 3 seasons.
3
I got a
seasons?
bet on 3 seasons. I think
That's
by
probably
season 3 we should be all hitting threes.
that's probably a generous guess there. A lot of people are probably thinking it's probably changing 1 season or like half the season. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
2K is known for overreacting for sure.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing, they've been tweeting a lot about, like, you know, play the game and just like they're like, I saw the Czar tweets and they're basically just saying like give the game a chance first. Like you heard, I don't know if you heard, but the chat heard, Fana was in here earlier, like the game's gonna be different and you know people are gonna have to adapt to that. So you know it's gonna be a completely new game. I can tell you that off rip. It's gonna be a completely new game, and for the people who want the same game, you're not gonna be happy. And I can tell you right now, I'm super excited and happy for this new game because, you know, it's going to be a whole new learning curve for everything.
That's what makes
A
it
lot
fun,
of it
man. It's a
is
whole new
the
game.
yeah. I think the adjustment that has to be made is kind of and that's kind of the problem with 2K in some ways, or some ways where, you know, like if you go back to 2K21, couldn't block dunks, right?
Right.
And 2K overreacted in 2K22, and
It's
point
just-
guards were blocking center dunks, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So anybody could block dunks, right?
Right.
So then you have like, so now we're on 2K23. Everyone was left right cheesing before. Guys that weren't even really that good at dribbling, that knew how to, you know, navigate that right stick properly for certain combos. They were getting away with just speed boosting left, stopping and speed boosting the next way. So now they're gonna have to truly apply some skills to the right stick.
Yeah.
It's not to scare anybody. Like you can actually still do a lot of the stuff you were doing. Maybe not the left right speed boosting,
Right.
But you could definitely get away with, I mean, you could pull off some amazing dribbles.
Right.
There's been some videos already coming out on that. So
Mhm.
a lot of that is still there. You're just gonna have to pick and choose your spots, man. You can't get away with the same bag. Like if you're
Yeah.
a one trick pony, I mean, you can't do it, man. You got to come up with more. And if you can't come up with more, if your bag isn't that deep, you got to use your teammates.
Yeah. And that's the thing with 2K23. Like, you're going to need to have it's going to be a lot of variety within the game. Whether you're in the rec or whatever you're playing, you're going to see I feel like you're going to see a lot of variety. It's not just going to be dudes 3 hunting, quick stopping. It's not just going to be, I don't know. You're going to see a lot of different things this year with all these new badges. Some of the old badges that got taken out got rolled into some other badges. So, like, it's just going to be a whole different experience this year.
So far, it does look like out the gate, season 1, if a shooter is a real shooter, you're gonna have to respect that. Like you can't be playing passing lanes. 22,
Right.
It felt like everybody was a shooter, right?
Yeah.
But not everybody was a good passer. So we were baiting the passing lanes the entire game.
Mhm.
Well, now, if you bait the passing lanes and they hit them, your closeout is just not that good now. You
Right.
really have to get out there, jump out there with triangle or the Y button.
Mhm.
And if you let a shooter shoot, he's gonna kill you all game. So
Right.
it's gonna be tough, man. I mean, I think season 1 is gonna be a very interesting season,
Right.
to say the least.
And that's one thing we were talking about too, right? Like, those animations on those closeouts are going to be a little bit different if you're not right there already guarding them. Like, if you're late to that closeout, that guard up badge is going to just kick your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, like, I don't know. Like, those closeouts are going to be a little bit different. So you're going to need to be guarding your man tight, especially if as someone is playing like a 99 sharp or, if they have Hall of Fame limitless range, like, you're probably going to get taken out the game as a defender. Like, you can't play a lane like that because dude is going to be sitting at hash just gunning, especially with all these badges.
Yep.
Limitless, Deadeye, Guard Up, Agent 3.
One of my favorite games that I play right now, I mentioned this when I was out there, is I play a lot of Overwatch.
Okay.
And in Overwatch, there's different classes, right? Just like a lot of shooters where you have different classes.
Right.
And each class has a different hero that does something totally different from, other characters. Like they have different weapons, different powers, whatever.
Right.
That's what you're gonna have to think about 2K as now. Like at least it feels like that right now. Until of course someone finds that one build that 2K forgot to patch or
Right.
fix.
And
It always happens.
it'll
There's
probably
always a
happen, too.
height. There's always a height with an arm length that 2K forgets to patch. I know my 6'3" point guard in 22 got patched. Oh, he got nerfed. Like you could not make that build again beyond season 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, like if you try to make it again, like you would have a much less pass rating and your defense would be lower. You know what I mean? So
Right.
you just couldn't do it. So there's probably going to be some goated type builds that people are going to find, and you might have to make them to have them on deck. You know what I'm saying? Before 2K
Right.
patches them.
Right.
But I think people are gonna want to specialize, man. If you want
sure.
to make a shooter, make a real shooter.
Right.
You're gonna make a dunker, make a real dunker.
For sure.
You're gonna make a defensive player, make a real defensive player. Just choose one other category that you want to, combine that with. So if you're gonna be a shooter, maybe you want to be a shooter and a slasher.
Yeah.
You still have the freedom. It's not the pie chart entirely. It's not like 2K18 and 19 where you just choose two archetypes.
Right.
You have the freedom.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if you want to have the tier 3 badges in a gold and Hall of Fame, you want to do the right thing and specialize, so that way you can really dominate what you want to dominate in.
For sure. And I think that's a great word that we keep bringing up is specialize. Because you're not going to, like, you can see it on this Wolf build here. Like, he specializes in defense, so he gets 31 badges. So, and, like, in the badge layout, he has, 3 badges spent in tier 1, 13 in tier 2, and then 12 badge points spent in tier 3. You're not going to be able to get those 12 badge points spent in tier 3 if you're not specializing into defense. You're going to be stuck with just tier 1 and tier 2 badges. So, like, specialize is definitely, like, a key word when it comes to 2K23. If you want to be a good shooter, like you said, you're going to put a lot into shooting, and you're going to have fun with it. If you want to be a dunker, put a lot into dunking and finishing. Make sure you have the badge points you want, and you're going to have fun with it. So I definitely agree with that. And I like your point on, like, you kind of compared it to Overwatch, right? Like, it's kind of abilities now, like ability based. A lot of games are ability based. Apex now. I know me and Wolf love some Apex and shit. So it's that game is all abilities, and a lot of the games are kind of trending toward that way. Like you're gonna have certain specialized abilities for your play style.
You want to complement the people around you at the end
Absolutely.
of the day.
Yeah.
And if you play something like Overwatch or Apex, there's a certain team chemistry with the different heroes you're using, right?
Right.
You want to have somebody who has a shield in Overwatch, and you want to have somebody who's got healing, the ability to heal.
Right.
And then you want somebody to DPS, damage per second, somebody to put out a ton of damage and basically kill the enemy, right?
Right.
So this is 2K now. Like, you want to complement your teammates. You don't want to be the guy. You're not going to be the guy that's going to. I mean, like, the really good players will find a way to still be effective everywhere,
Right.
But I mean, you're gonna lean on your teammate to get boards for you. You're gonna lean on your other teammate to rain threes for you.
Right.
And you're gonna be the guy that's gonna dunk the ball, or you're gonna be the guy that's gonna be passing the ball. Or
Right.
maybe you're the guy that's getting boards and blocks, but you can knock down the corner three.
Yeah.
So that's what we do most of the time anyway. Even if you're in ISO, you ISO and shoot. You know, if they give you the lane, you go in for an easy layup. You know what I mean? So you can still do all that kind of stuff. It's just make sure that you specialize, because if you don't and you make a middle tier build, you're going to be disappointed down the road.
Yeah.
Because you're just not going to have the higher tier, golden Hall of Fame badges, and you're just not going to be as effective.
Right.
I mean, you'll be a decent shooter, but why do you want to be a decent shooter, decent defender, pretty
Yeah.
good slasher, decent, you know what I'm saying, decent playmaker? Like, I'd rather just be like an incredible shooter, incredible dunker, or an incredible playmaker. You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
And I agree with that.
You want to be, at least for season one, until we figure some things out.
For sure.
Season one, specialize.
I think-
and that way you'll never feel bad. That
Yeah.
build you'll come back to, and you'll be like, hey, I can still use this build. He's got a 95 three ball.
Exactly. And that's I want to say that too. Like, if you're making your first build, definitely specialize into something that can do something really well. So like you're not missing out and just you hate your build. Like you said, you can come back to it later and you know it can still knock down threes with a 99 three baller. It can still posterize anybody with a 99 dunk. You don't want to make your first build super well rounded. I think you should specialize your first build if you want to have fun in season one, because like you said, we're not going to know the builds or the meta or whatever it is, right away. So if you want your first build, you should make just like definitely specialize into something. I'm not telling you guys obviously do what you want, but me personally, I think you should specialize into some stuff, and you probably have fun with your day one build. And like you said, you can come back to it. And like I'm not gonna lie, on my Xbox, playing 2K22, I never came back to the first point guard I ever made. I'm not gonna lie to you. The only reason I went back to him was to see how bad it was, and then I was like, all right, cool, I'm off this. So like, definitely specialize.
Not to
sure.
mention, you don't want to be wasting VC. You want to
Facts.
make sure that build's viable for a while. So
That VC ain't cheap all
play
the
it
time.
safe. Just play it safe.
Yeah,
Specialize.
for sure. So
Absolutely.
and do you have any thoughts on the defensive shading mechanic? Did you try that out or anything like that with the bars at the bottom?
Actually had some experience with it early on when I first played it about a month ago out in Vegas. When I first saw it, I was kind of confused, but I wasn't confused. I kind of knew what it was trying to do,
Right.
and it's like almost self-explanatory. The way the green lights kind of pop up on the ring or whatever.
Mhm.
And I kind of saw it that was like what I was kind of sort of, I guess the best way to say is like I was explaining my experience with that firsthand experience out in Vegas. That was the thing that I was talking about when I was saying the 1v1 interactions are incredible, because you on defense you can actually guide that ball handler. You can kind of tell him, push him in the direction you want him to go in, and push him into the pinch.
Right.
Get him away from diving right down the middle and getting that easy lane. So, but maybe I think there's another question you're gonna ask me down the road, but I don't want to lean into it just now. But there's definitely some badges out there that's gonna help you get around that too. So
Right.
again, specializing is gonna make you a monster if you really consider what you can do out there now. So
Definitely.
Speaking of badges, I was gonna ask you, any new badges are you excited to see or try?
that's what I thought. See, I knew y'all was gonna ask me about badges, so I didn't want to. I want to dive into the actual badges.
Absolutely.
Yet.
For sure.
There are 3 badges that I'm most excited about. For sure, I've been doing videos for the last couple weeks on Bully Badge because I had already experienced it. I already knew before they put the trailer out. I saw Bully Badge going crazy when I played it in Vegas. and you know, knowing that that exists was different for me. And then I started seeing these animations taking place on the perimeter, and I had to believe that bully, because I know bully was supposed to be for interior, like as you're getting, going for a layup or a dunk, and you're, instead of using slithery, which creates separation and allows for a smoother path to the rim, bully was like, bring it on, bring it on. So I like bully, I like the bully badge, but the other badge that I think might work in tandem with that, those of you guys that are listening, people are really listening to this, gonna really get this might be a nugget here, man. I don't know, but clamp breaker.
Yes, I was thinking the
I
same
think
thing.
if you add clamp breaker and bully badge, it might not be a lot of guys that can slow you down. You know what I mean? Like, you might be able to cross them. If you have all your adrenaline boosts, your stamina's up, and you've got a good handle on your dribble, with comparable amount of strength, right? Because you need a certain amount of strength to make bully effective. And if you have silver or gold bully and clamp breaker on gold or something like that, I think because clamp breaker works. What I've seen is it breaks the clamps on the perimeter.
Right. So I have the badge image on the screen here, and the description of it says improves the player's ability to fight off contact, protect the ball, and drive by opponents as the ball handler. So there you have it. Y'all just been putting on some sauce a little bit.
And if you have those on gold, like you have high ball control and you have high strength.
Right.
You're some kind of slasher. It's gonna be very tough. Like, if you're not some kind of dribble god, you don't have to be.
Right.
You can just cross the guy up. If you're using screens, I mean, the center that has to, pick you up as you're driving to the rim is gonna have a hard time, man. So
sure.
I think those two badges stand out for me the most. And then my third final favorite badge I want to try is MIDI Magician. I did a Jordan video for the Jordan challenges before the actual 2K23 gameplay that we got a chance to experience. And I was just practicing with Michael Jordan, like a 99 version of him. I was doing everything Michael was known for. The jab steps, the pump fakes with the palm in his hand,
right?
Spin moves, the post up, where that was a big difference between his and Kobe's game, where he didn't do a lot of pump faking. He just either spun right or spun left immediately, like incredibly lightning fast speed for a guy 6'6".
Yeah.
Leaping at the height that he was leaping at. If you play with Michael Jordan in the Jordan challenges and you really experience that, MIDI Magician and fade ace, the post fades and things like that, I think it's going to be very, very, very tough this year. Yeah. So I'm excited to try that out too. MIDI Magician, something new. I want to try that.
Yeah, I know me and Wolf were talking too. MIDI Magician, earlier in the stream too, we were speaking about it. He's got a 6'8", max wingspan, but he's got, like an 80 mid range, and man, you could probably cook up still. He doesn't have a lot of dribbling, right? So you're gonna be posting up, doing what you specialize in, and you can hit those middies, hit those post fades. You're probably gonna be knocking some of those down, especially being a taller player. You're gonna just shoot right over. I had another question too. Someone in our chat earlier, forget his name, but he was asking if you could make like a 6'5" or 6'6" Jordan or Kobe build. So do you have any tips for him on what you would, maybe some attributes you'd look for when making your build, like what you want to go up first or whatever, something like that?
Yeah. So we were kind of rushed when we were at the MyPlayer builder for obvious reasons. You only have one day to sit down, and it's really not a day. It's an evening or an afternoon, right?
Exactly.
And then there's friends, there's cool people, there's YouTubers, there's content creators, there's some like celebrity Master P individuals walking around.
Crazy.
So you're constantly being distracted. So no way. I said it in my video. I doubt that anybody's gonna make a goated build, in a rushed environment like that.
For sure.
And it's a season 1 build too. If you make whatever builds we're talking about, these are season 1 builds. Now, when we get home and we sit down and we really dive into the MyPlayer builder, we might come out with some amazing builds. But all of these builds are still not going to be as good as the builds are going to be in season 5.
Guaranteed.
Because 2K gives us more badges, like they did in 22. your build's actually getting better over time the more you're grinding, right?
Right.
Yep.
So season 1 build is still not going to be that incredible in most cases, but I tried to make the 6-6, right? And I wanted to make them all balanced. I tried to make them as close to my overpowered 6'6" demigod build in 2K22.
Right.
And I found that being balanced the way I had them just doesn't make him as effective with regards to the badges. The badges just have such a huge impact on the game.
Right.
You know, they create new animations. So if I was gonna make a suggestion to somebody who want to make a Kobe build, pick the things that you think Kobe was the best at, or the 2 things that you think that you loved about his game more than anything else. Sure, he was first team all defense. Maybe you want to have 75s on defense rather than 85s and 90s. Maybe you have a teammate that's just incredible on defense. But the thing you really want to have for Kobe is his pull-up, right? His pull-up. You want to have his pull-up and you want to have his fades, right?
Absolutely.
So I would max out I would give him a 95 midi and a 93 ball, or 95 midi and an 85 3 ball.
Right.
This way you can still hit the catch and shoot 3, or you know, pump fake, and you know, if you're wide open, you're gonna knock down 3s. But his game is really in the mid-range area, and then you can go crazy with the slashing, right?
For sure.
So technically, you could play like all your highlights will look like Kobe. You just won't be locking people down. When someone shows Kobe highlights in 2K, they're not showing them locking people up. That's not what they're doing it for. So you're not Pat Beving this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not Kawhi Leonarding. You know, you're trying to be Kobe. So if you're trying to be Kobe, just slashing game up, get your shooting game all the way up,
Right.
and go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Go crazy. And when you get the game, you're able to, you can just make a fake build. I did this last year. Just make a build that you know you're not going to really use. And go screenshot all of the requirements for, you know, jump shots, dunk packages,
Yep.
things like that. And then make sure that you have Kobe's dunk packages, you know, so that way you have the right dunk level that you need, dunk rating,
For sure.
things like that. So I
Yeah.
would do that. That way you
So-
would really feel like Kobe.
For sure. And all those little shameless plugs. So, you know, NBA2KLab.com. Soon enough, we're going to have all the descriptions, all the badge descriptions, you know, everything you need for signature requirements, dribbling, dunking. So that should be on the website. I don't know if it's on there just yet. But yeah, we're going to have all that information, bro. So we're the one-stop shop if you need to. You might not have to go screenshot everything. So we're going to have everything right there for you. But that was just my shameless plug. That was just my shameless
make
plug.
everybody's
real quick.
lives easier for sure.
That was just my
No,
shameless
for
plug.
sure. Go to 2K Labs. You guys do a phenomenal job. I think everybody's aware of that by now. Should be. Even
Appreciate
me.
you.
Even me.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
So I have another question. This is one I didn't send you. So what's your thoughts on tier 1 bronze badges, right? Because some of them you can get for free, right? I don't know if you noticed that.
Absolutely.
Not free, but they require 1 badge point, but they require no attribute threshold. Like some of the badges you didn't need, like right here, right? You know, Claymore on the screen, it says, you know, tier 1 badge or clutch shooter. Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't even know what's playing right now. Anyways, yeah, so like you need some of these badges on bronze, you need no attributes to get them. Like I had my 6'5" sharp had bronze box out beast, and I had like basically no rebound. You know, it was a free badge I could get. It cost 1 point, but free in terms of you don't need any attributes within rebounding to get it, I don't think. I could be saying that wrong, but you get the point. There's badges here that literally it just says no requirement. So like I was wondering if you think, you know, what's your thoughts on the tier 1 free bronze badges? And then do you think you'll need, for those bronze badges to even be effective, you probably would need some attributes, right? Like it's not going to be.
Are you talking? You said tier 1 bronze badges or tier 3?
Well, tier 1,
Yeah.
because like they require no requirements on the. So I have 0 points in shooting, mid range nothing, 3-point nothing, and there's a lot of these badges in tier 1 that say to get bronze it costs 1 point and it has no requirement. So I'm wondering.
Right.
How is that going to work out? I don't think, because in previous 2Ks, right, that you had the chase down, which you need a 57 block to get bronze, unlock the animation, and you just go crazy, right? So this year I made a little 6'5" sharp, and I wanted to see if I could get those same chase downs. I gave him 59 block. He had silver chase down, and I was not getting no blocks. And that was, like I said, I went to silver to try it out, but the bronze chase down was free for, you know, it required no block. I could have just got bronze chase down with no block requirement. But I went to silver and I wanted to try it out, and I wasn't getting no block. So I personally think that even if you have a bronze badge, you're still gonna need attributes that supplement it for it to be effective. And I was wondering what your thoughts, if you think that some of the bronze badges are going to be good like that, and tier 1 at least.
I'm in agreement with you on that. You're gonna definitely need attributes. Attributes are the catalyst to the badge. The badge is what creates. Usually badges are like when you apply the badge, it now activates. Most cases it activates animations. All right. So like if you use the hustle badge, I think it was, or is it just the one where there's a loose ball.
Workhorse, I think. Oh, you're talking.
Yeah, there you go.
That's this year, yeah.
Yeah, this year. What was it last year though?
It's like Hustler or something.
What the badge? Yeah, it was Hustler. Hustler was the badge.
Yeah, there you go. That's why I said hustle.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this year it's different now, right? So nonetheless, the point I'm making is it activates those animations, right? Without the badge on, you're not going to see those animations. People need to know that 2K buffs and nerfs badges all the time.
Yep.
If they feel like a badge is being overwhelmingly exploited, for example, interceptor badge, right? Remember interceptor badge Hall of Fame? You were getting interceptions. Those are animations without pushing a button.
Those left trigger steals were deadly.
Right.
Yeah.
There were times I would get an interception and I'm like, I mean, my teammates gave me praise.
Yeah.
I lived with it.
Sure.
I pretended like I did that.
I'll take it. Yeah.
That was me. That was me. I made this build, so he should be able to be. Those are animations that are activating because the badge is now activated, right? And there's tiers to those badges that activate even more animations.
For sure.
So you turn off posterizer, you're just not going to see that many you're probably not going to see any of the good posterizing animations. It's not going to activate as much.
Yeah.
So if you put on a badge that doesn't have the attributes though, like a catalyst to actually, activate those badge animations, it's probably not going to happen pretty much at all. I mean, it's probably not going to happen often enough for it to be effective.
For sure.
There might be some that are more passive, like there's some badges that pertain to shooting a certain amount of shots, or some defensive badges where it's just area effective, like where you're just close to the defender or the shooter or something like that. But most cases, if it's animation, if it activates animations, or if it protects you, for example, blinders and things like that, or badges that like Deadeye or whatever. I think Deadeye has been moved down a tier or two. I don't know if they were if it was in tier 3. But yeah, if you get certain badges like that and you don't actually have the attributes for it, it's not really going to be that effective. Now, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Now, again, 2K, they buff and nerf badges all the time. Y'all should be aware of that.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They definitely do. Because I felt like I had a 99 dunk build last year in 2K22, and I didn't feel like it was as good towards the end of the year. I'm not going to lie to you. But at the beginning of the year, the first few seasons, man, I was having so much fun. And I still was having fun, but I could tell, it was definitely probably a little too overpowered. So it was like, we'll tone it down a little bit. So,
That's when you're going to have fun, man. Make a build that has a ridiculous attribute level where like a 95, 99. 95 to 99 makes you elite. Like, that's a goat. These are goated numbers, right?
Right.
Yep.
So, because when you have a 95 drive and dunk, even if you have a 95 and you get in the lane and score, your attributes are going up as you build and takeover. So you're gonna realize that your attributes are. What I've been told, it goes beyond the threshold of what you can visually see on screen. So if you have a 99 drive and dunk and you're in takeover, you pretty much have like 110 takeover or 110 dunk rating. So these are things that people are unaware of. So I mean, I think if you have elite attributes, you can definitely go crazy for sure.
For sure. I agree with that completely. Now, so that build video you dropped, I personally didn't watch it yet, but is that the build you're creating day one?
That can't be my day one build. It can't.
Okay.
It's that in that video, if
Maybe
you listen to the tone sort of my voice, it's kind of like saying, this is a good build,
Right.
right?
Yeah, I watched it, so yeah, I know.
This is like a lot of people are really
Gotcha.
feeling it. It's really like the first one, I think, and the last one, because I really showed 3 versions of the same sort of LeBron-like build, right?
Right.
It came out as shades of Paul George, shades of LeBron James, and then I think it was like I can't remember who the other one was. It was another, or shades of Jason Tatum. So
Yep.
make a 6'8" build, and you can modify it a few ways. I liked the build. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a good build. I mean, I was blocking shots. I get boards.
Yeah.
I could get the occasional catch and shoot 3. Because I had bully badge on, you really couldn't slow him down on the perimeter. I just do one crossover, and now you're riding my shoulder, and then it's
Right.
just I'm all the way to the rim.
Easy.
Either it's a dunk or a layup.
Yeah.
And his pass rating was an 82, so I could easily kick out. So this is a build that is well rounded. I
Right.
also had like a 93 drive and dunk, and an 85 stand and dunk, and post control was like a 90 at one point. So you're talking about a build that is pretty dope. It could be. I think it might be a build that I might actually create and just don't put no attributes to them, and just wait and see.
Yeah.
See how things are
Yeah.
progressing over time. Can I get by with gold slashing badges and everything else be silver? You know what I'm saying? Can I get by with that? Like all the other tier 3 badges and all the other categories are silver.
Right.
But with some silver badges in the past 2Ks, that was actually pretty effective. So what if 2K tells us that when you hit legend, it's like 2K20, they give everybody 1 badge level upgrade.
Be crazy.
So if you had a gold badge, it goes Hall of Fame. You guys remember that in 2K20 if you hit legend?
Yeah. That was. I
Yeah,
did not,
yeah.
but I definitely seen those builds, and that type of upgrade for legend was like absolutely nuts.
It was insane.
Crazy.
So what if hitting legend this time around is only in season 6, right? So you gotta go level 40 in 6 seasons now, and then they give you 1 badge upgrade. Now, for all that grinding you're doing, that'd be worth it at
Yeah.
least, for me.
For sure.
And if that build that I made is mid tier, pretty much, he's got a bunch of 80s, high 80s, really good at slashing though. All of a sudden, my silver badges go gold.
Crazy.
Now he's got the 6 extra badges he's earned throughout the seasons. If they still give us 1 extra badge, plus whatever other extra badges they might give us to replace college, if college is still there or not, or whatever. I mean, that could be 10 badges right there on the table. On top of your badges going up a level, then that build will be absolutely insane.
Absolutely. No
Your
question.
builds that already have Hall of Fame, tier 3 badges will not be as incredible anymore. That's what I mean by season 1. You can't say it's goated because the mid-tier builds that we're seeing, that we're saying, hey, they only have silver tier 3 badges, they might all of a sudden become goated builds. If that's the case, 2K has done it before, is all I'm saying. They've done it before.
Right.
So not to say they won't do it again.
For sure.
You never know. The legend reward for 2K22, if you weren't there, if you just picking up 2K for the first time ever,
Oh man.
wasn't that hot. It
Oh,
wasn't.
man.
Nah, it was not.
It wasn't that good.
A little underwhelming. I won't lie, but
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it, but it wasn't that hot.
that's all we
Pretty
gotta
awful, actually.
say. Right. But
So,
going back to your
yeah.
point, I want to talk about, you were saying like some silver badges could even be pretty good. I had like I keep talking about the sharp I made, but it was 6'5", and I got just enough to get silver quick first step. And I'm not gonna lie, I still felt like I was kind of moving, especially like not just regular moving, but like off the speed boost, like I could get a little space, and like I was fading off
Yes.
that. You call a little screen, like even with my 6'5", like I said, it's damn near max weight. Like that's just what I made. It wasn't like a my build that I'm gonna make or whatever. I'm just testing around, playing around with some of the builds. But like I said, max weight. I think I had roughly 80 speed or something, and I had silver quick first step. And say you call a screen and you just take that one dribble move, that one speed boost, that way you can hit a fade. I had 99 3-point, like that's gonna be a bucket. But I felt like silver quick first step actually felt pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think silver badges could
noticed that if
be
you
pretty
do a
good.
crossover like between your legs and then cross back the opposite direction, it's like a speed boost. I mean, it's a legit speed boost. It's
Right.
pretty fast.
Yeah,
Then you
absolutely.
could literally pull up on the hash or stop and pop the hash. So, or act like they're driving, then just do a step back and you'd be wide open anyway. So
Right.
there's some definite. I mean, silver. 2K22 for instance, they buffed silver unpluckable.
Right.
Yeah.
Earlier
That was
in
a
the
big
year,
one.
If you had earlier in the year in 2K22, if you had silver unpluckable with a small forward, because we all made those small forwards or power forwards that we made in 2K21 that was dunking on everybody that could do everything. So we
Right.
made the same build in 2K22, but he got punished in season 1 because he only had silver unpluckable.
Right.
You were getting 4 or 5 turnovers in the first half if you thought he was bringing the ball up.
Steals were crazy
In the
too,
rec
though.
center.
Yeah, not to mention the
So-
pickpocket got nerfed too. When you said that,
Yeah.
Hall of Fame
Yep.
pickpocket got
That changed.
severely-
That changed everything in 2K22.
It
Honestly.
did.
So when they buff and nerf badges, there's some silver badges. They might just say, "Hey man, this badge is not getting that much love, or it's not activating properly, or there's some builds out there that could really benefit from silver quick first step and it'll make the game a little bit more fun." Let's just check it out. Let's buff it for season 2 and see what happens. And then the community starts going crazy and we start enjoying the game even more. So it happens, man. So you guys saw what happened when they nerfed Interceptor Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Some people were upset about it, but it actually made the game a little better. When they nerfed Pickpocket, after season 1, 2K22, Pickpocket was insane.
Wild.
I do the top 10 plays where there was a clip that was sent to me where the ball changed possessions like 9 times in under 20 seconds.
Wow.
It was the most insane thing. I should have put it on TikTok. It was that crazy. So, like that could happen in season 1 back then. It couldn't happen in season 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So you get buffs and nerfs badges all the time. If you have a
Sure.
silver badge and you're using it properly and it's effective now, hey, you never know, it might get buffed.
I'm just trying to look for some different B-roll here for everybody in here. I'm gonna put on the screen some shooting. If you want to talk about shooting at all, I'm gonna put some shooting on the screen. I made this 99 3-point build. I was talking about it. I was just hitting from deep, man. Like hash and beyond. I hit 6 threes in a row. I got like an achievement for it. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. It was in a MyPlayer tester. You know you can't always.
No.
You gotta take.
I
it
will
for the strength,
validate
but-
what you're talking about. I'm gonna talk about shooting real quick with that. I said it in like 3 videos that catch and shoot
Oh yeah.
is definitely overpowered. It just is. But is it really overpowered though? If you have a 99 3 ball, I was using Klay Thompson with the Golden State Warriors. I just wanted to test it out, see what would happen if I just kind of stood beyond, like in the hash, the deep hash,
Right.
limitless range. And I was just passing it to him and catching and shooting it. I started doing it with Zach LaVine, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker. I even showed the devs. I was like, hey, I've already hit like 10 of these.
Yeah.
Wait till y'all play with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards has a phenomenal 3-point rating. I think it's like a 90.
Wow.
Or it might be like a high, like an 89 or a 90.
Right.
And then he's also got like a 90s, high 90s dunk rating, like a 95 dunk rating or something.
For sure.
Crazy.
He's a problem.
He's definitely a
Anthony
problem.
Edwards, he's definitely my pick for the future of this league in a lot of ways. But he is an absolute problem, man. So yeah, man, you can catch and shoot threes with as long as, especially against the AI. That's probably how you're gonna get most of your badges. You just stand there and catch and shoot them. If you're playing rec or if you're playing pro-am, I know Wolf is a league player, right? Am I mistaken?
No, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah, you got
right,
that.
you're
Oh,
right.
I know you're a league player, so I just want you to chime in. That's all. Validate what I'm saying.
Come on, Wolf, wake up.
Dust your shoulders off a little bit. I know league guys are not going to just let people shoot at the hash, right? So you may see people running off ball screens. You might see people, you might start seeing people run some floppy offenses. Just randomly in the rec center.
Right.
Just setting off ball screens might be the wave. Get those elite shooters open, and you don't have to feel like you're a role player. I know I've heard that term being thrown around at the event. I heard it thrown around a couple times. Reggie Miller was a star player for his team, and he, prior to Ray Allen and now Steph Curry, he was the leading 3-point shooter in the NBA. And That's what he did. It wasn't like he played excellent defense and he was this amazing playmaker like Magic Johnson. He wasn't no like incredible dunker like Michael. He just shot threes.
Right.
And he was not a role player. So you're not
That's
a
a
role
great point.
player if you specialize in something to where you can truly dominate with it. And if you have a high 90s three ball, you can absolutely dominate the game, and people will look at you like, yo, we're playing against that shooter, man. Here we go.
Right.
It's a problem. Don't let them get open, man. And it's gonna happen.
Right.
People can't not let you get open. You know, so
Sure.
that
Nah,
happened.
definitely. And like as you can see in these clips, I literally said like I greened 6 in a row. I already greened 3 in a row. But we were chopping it up, like I said, before the event, and that was like one of the things you said, like, you know, role players, but you know, not actual role players, but you know, when you play your role, you're gonna need role players, and you know, they can be really, really freaking good. So,
Right.
definitely, like I'm just shooting ridiculous in here. It wasn't every game wasn't like this, what you're seeing on the screen, but you know, catch and shoot, just off ball type of stuff. Curry's one of the best off ball players, if not the best off ball shooter in the entire history of the NBA. Like, you know, maybe 2K sees that and they're like, you know, we need more off ball action. You know, we just see the point guard dribbling the ball the whole time, and that's not fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? For the other 9 people on the court, and especially for the lock. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I really think they're trying to push more off ball movement, more team play. So this year,
There comes a time,
especially if you tie in the adrenaline boost.
right?
You know, like you pretty much get 3 explosive moves per possession, so you can't, you know, you can't just sit there and spam for 24 seconds and try to, you know, get open. It's not gonna work this year. So
there comes a time eventually with all games where you have to eventually elevate the difficulty of your game. If you go back to the earliest Call of Duties, they're pretty easy to play. And the game has gotten harder over the years. Like it just has the maps, the guns, the weapons you attach onto them. Things get harder. You know, if you go back and play Titanfall 1 and compare that to Apex Legends, one game is actually like just the gun game itself is harder. You know, so games are getting more difficult. And 2K it's not that it's just difficult, but 2K22 got to a point where some people started feeling like, hey, it's super easy, and the skill gap wasn't really there. You know, like anybody, like I could say to you, hey man, you're a beast 5'10" point guard. Do I really feel like you're a beast 5'10" point guard? No, I just feel like you have the 5'10" point guard, and I just don't have one.
Right.
right, it's the build, not the player.
They got 99 speed, 99 3 ball. Yeah, like you
I
obviously gonna hit. So
yeah, I told a friend of mine the other day. He said, "Hey man, do you think I'll be able to make my 6'10" build again? Do you remember how good he was, or whatever? Should I make that build, or was that a good build to try to make?" And I told him, I was like, that build was alright. And everybody laughed, and the party was a big party. And he was like, he was his favorite build. He was like, you think I should make that build again, man? Should I try it? The build was going crazy. I was like, that build was alright.
yeah,
and he felt disrespected at first, but I said, well, what would you rather me say? The build was alright, or you was alright? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I say the build is alright. That means you were so good that you made the build better. Like you made the build better.
Right.
So the other way around would be that the build is better than you are. You know what I mean? So there really was a situation like that 2K was facing, where there are some builds that make bad players seem a lot better. And I'm not considering myself a good player, like this phenomenal great player. I think I'm gonna cut above a lot of the average players. But at the end of the day, I had that sneaky suspicion that if I made a 5'10", I could go crazy just like those guys, right? Like whoever
Right.
was using that build.
Right.
I chose to create builds to defeat it, you know what I mean, rather than to beat it.
yeah,
Because I was still getting the same number of. I would look at people's win-loss record, and I'd be like, "You're 5'10", and your win-loss record is worse than mine." You know what I mean? So mine is in. You know, I finished 22 on Xbox with like a 90%, either 88 high 80s%. You know what I'm saying? Like 89 or 90%. So, and I would see these guys losing a lot. So at the end of the day, I get it, but I'm just saying, you know, 2K was facing that situation where the game was too easy for the casual player to just pick up and dominate people.
Right.
And some people might say, well, it's a video game. So is Overwatch. So is Apex.
Right.
You're just going to pick up Apex? just literally
Nah.
start winning games?
Nah, it don't work like that. Nope.
Are you gonna play? Are you gonna play platinum tier, diamond tier level, mastery tier level in Overwatch and just assume you're gonna win? These guys will absolutely mop the floor with you. Are you gonna
Easy.
get into MLG games and Call of Duty and just assume you're just as good as them? I understand that the average 5'10" player from 2K22 can't just walk in and play Wolf and his squad in a league game and expect to win.
Right.
But at the same time, in their mind, they're thinking they can.
Right.
Yeah.
At least they thought they could.
Yeah,
So-
and that's the thing with this game too. It's gonna be a big learning curve. That's something we were saying earlier too. Like, there's a lot that goes in, that they did with this game that we don't even have the half of it yet. We really don't. We got to spend 7 hours at Community Day, but we don't even know the half of it. Everybody might think they got something, but as soon as the game comes out, you already know everybody else is gonna find out something completely different. Like. We were only just a few of the people, who got to try it, and I'm humble and grateful for that. But you already know everybody else that gets their hand on the game on day one retail, like, they're about to go crazy and find something even better. I can guarantee you that. Just this sheer amount of people that are going to be in the builder trying to figure out, the new meta or the new glitch, like what's going on. So, but there's so much to this. I don't think it's going to happen that quickly, to be honest. There's so much to this game, and the builder is so detailed and intricate with all the heights. They made weight different. Strength is different now. Like, there's just so much stuff, and I think it's great because they're making the game different, so people need to relearn the game. That's something Fana was saying. We're going to need to relearn the game and grind the game if you want to be good. We're not just going to...
The core badges, man, it's so many layers.
There's a lot of layers.
The gameplay with the adrenaline boost, there's so many layers in this new 2K. That's why I think people are so excited for it, man. It's completely
Dribble
new.
gods are gonna save the day for all the people that feel like the adrenaline boost is gonna be a problem. I've already seen the dribble gods are already on it. At least a few of them were at the event and they already put out videos showing some of the dribbles. You can still go crazy with the dribbles. There's gonna be guys that are post hook kings, right? Post hook king.
Right.
There's gonna be guys that are gonna be posting up and fading on people. There's gonna be guys that are hitting pull ups. You just can't stop them. There's gonna be guys, raining threes from deep. Guys playing incredible defense. There's some exotic builds you can make now with long arms and still
Right.
have a high 3-point rating.
For sure.
So there's always that one build, man. There's always one or two builds that 2K is gonna have to patch down the road because they neglected the 6'9" with 7'3" wingspan for some reason. That particular and with 240 pounds
Right.
or 210 pounds, some way, some shape or form. There's always that one build that they forgot to tweak properly, and it just happens to be able to equip more badges than everything else. And you're gonna see some, build out there with max arm length or something going crazy. And so, so there's gonna be some exotic builds. There's gonna be a lot to do this year. I'm in it for the road, man. I every year I pick an NBA player that I'm inspired by. I definitely want to try to make a Michael Jordan build because it's his year.
Right.
So that's one that I'm gonna try. And I'm gonna kind of go from there, man. Tracy McGrady was one of my favorite players.
Yeah.
Would love to be able to make a 6'8"
T-Mac
can
build
shoot
would go
like him
crazy.
and dunk. Yeah, skinny,
sure.
long arms, that kind of stuff. Well, not really skinny. Tracy was pretty ripped too. But at the end of the day, man, there's a lot that I want to choose from. I'm gonna do my very best to link up with you guys.
Absolutely.
And
Please do.
Share information. Get the knowledge. And share it with the people, man. So I think we're in for a fun year.
I think we're gonna see a lot of variety this year. That's something I've been saying too. We're gonna see a lot of variety. And real quick, how I was saying how I had Silver Chase down, right? I stopped this clip here because I didn't know exactly where it was, and now I just came across it. But so I got Silver Chase down here, and Anthony Edwards is going to dunk the ball. This is just something to observe real quick. 2K22, this is a block, guaranteed, right? Even with Bronze Chase down, 2K22, this is a block right here, no question. But Anthony Edwards, I think since he has such a high dunk rating, it's going to overpower my Silver Chase down with my little 59 block. And that's something they were tweeting. Dunks are going to be a little harder to block this year. Like, you can pull off a bigger repertoire of your dunks. So people aren't just equipping quick drops off one. People aren't just equipping, whatever the dunks that they use, like one hand athletic or whatever. Just the simple dunks that people is using because you're like, hey, I'm not trying to get blocked here, so I'm just gonna keep it keep the ball in front of me, and I'm gonna just play it safe. Like what I'm saying, like this clip right here just shows, and this is on pro. Like on pro, I should be getting that block, right? But no, like I don't have a high enough block. I probably don't have a high enough badge for it as a silver rating, and he's way too good of a dunker. So that's something I think people got to keep in mind. If someone has more attributes that counters whatever attribute, like, you know, Anthony Edwards has a great dunk, I don't have a great block. So since he's way higher dunk than my block, like I'm probably not gonna get that, unless I was maybe a lock with, you know, 90 block or something. If he has 90 dunk, I'm probably gonna have a way. Obviously, I'm gonna have a way better chance. But like I said, in 2K22, this is a guaranteed block right here, guaranteed. And there's another clip I think in this footage somewhere where it was pretty close chase down. But that's the closest thing I got to chase downs getting nerfed. But I just wanted to bring that point up, a little side note. But yeah, man, definitely gonna need to. People are gonna go crazy if you don't have the right defense or you get the right defenders on your team. Like it's gonna be crazy.
If when you get time, if you get a chance to peep my video, I even asked some of the devs to peep it just to make sure
You
I
can
wasn't
pull it up
making
right
any
now
mistakes.
if you want.
Well, I was just saying, when you get a chance, to see it, you'll see that this all-round build that I made, this pretty balanced build, I was getting a lot of blocks, like getting blocks, boards. I didn't really dive too deep into the dribbling because I obviously can't choose your own animations.
Right.
A little 3v3, but it was still pretty cool that I could do a momentum dribble, you know, stuff like that. And,
Right.
I can imagine being able to pull off some really cool animations. You may not be that fast, but at least you can do some things.
So what up, 2K?
But I just thought it was really cool that I got a couple blocks that were, you know, on the way up too. You know, like they said,
I've
you
seen
really
it.
could
It was
get
the
the
one you talking about on the baseline when you blocked them from behind. I think it was
yeah,
Wiggins
Andrew
from the
Wiggins
game.
trying to go
Yeah,
baseline,
yeah.
and I blocked him on the way up. He kind of beat me to the rim in a way, but I was just in a good position right behind him.
So what up,
And the
2K?
ball tracking was there. And then the next possession, Andrew Wiggins went behind his back with a park dribble and dunked on me.
Yep.
My guy actually took a swing at the ball. I didn't mention it in the video, but if you look at my guy's left arm, he actually takes a swing at the ball. And I thought that was really interesting because he made an attempt to block that at the rim. You know, whereas previous 2Ks, you might just see your man just with his arm out, you know, just like he's like jumping, but he's not really attacking the ball. But like it looked like my guy tried to knock the ball out of his hands, but it didn't work. And you know, so things like that, man, it's pretty interesting. I have some friends that are going to make some well-rounded builds, and again, they might turn out to actually be very good. I'm just simply saying, you know, season 1, be on the safe side, specialize. You know, specialize so that way you're having fun. If you want to be a ball
Someone in the
handler,
chat actually donated 10 and asked a question. Like you said, do you recommend I make a pure lockdown 6'8" to 6'10" and attempt to bully on twos when majority of players will have weak builds and my teammate will be a guard heavy on offense? And you hit it right in the noggin. Like, you want to specialize early, man. I think that's a great idea. And if you have that teammate where you could pair up and you know he's got he's gonna get you all the buckets and you don't gotta do too much rather than slip and set a screen. Hey, bro, I think that's a great build to have in season 1.
absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. You're season 1, bully people. Just specialize and bully people. If you experiment too much and you're trying to figure it out, you know, seeing if you could do well with an 82 3 ball with a shooting guard, and you know, you're just because everything else is 80s and 85s, and you're just like, you know, I'm doing all right, I made a good balanced build. Just saying, like, it might not work out for you, you know, but it will work out for you if you have high ratings. And you know, if you want to, just think of it like classes, man. If today you want to ball handle and dribble, bring out your playmaker. And then if the next day you want to get into posterizing people, bring out your dunker. I know everybody's tight for cash, man. This is not the kind of economy that we're all just throwing money around, throwing money into 2K. But at the same time, nobody I know ever made just one build.
Right.
So,
I know I had the game on both consoles, and I had maxed out my builder files on each one. So, I mean, I definitely spent my fair share of money, and yeah, I mean, that's all I'm gonna say.
even if you make one type of build, like you say, okay, I'm gonna make a 6'6", then it doesn't work out, then you want to make a new 6'6". That's what people do. We're like, oh man, I missed the threshold. I put an 81 vertical, not an 82 vertical.
Right.
I already put the VC to him, and now he can't get elite dunks. So then what do? You keep the build and then you just or you delete it, but then you make another build and you make
Yeah.
them better than the last time.
Right.
That's
So
painful when that
it
happens.
happened to me.
Yeah.
It
And
happened
it,
to me. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I made the 6'9", glitch build or whatever. I forgot to give him the vertical for the dunks. I'm an idiot, but it is what it is.
yep,
You know,
it is what it is.
So I was like, I have to make another one or just rock out with what I got. But I
Right.
definitely hear that for sure.
Yep. So it's gonna be a fun grind, man. I think people are gonna enjoy the game. I started enjoying weird things about the game, man. Like I put on that one camera on the court cam, and I remember being a kid going to the arcades where I used to live, and just going to the arcade. Like it was an arcade on the outside of the pizza store, outside
Right.
of the pizza place where I used to live around the corner, and they had a game called Run and Gun, man. And I saw this camera. I was like, "Yo, this reminds me of Run and Gun, man." So I just like a little kid again, man. I was playing the career mode or the Jordan challenges
Yeah.
with that cam on. So it's stuff like that, man. It's a new game. I'm excited about some of the information that's coming out. Some of you guys don't notice. I mean, some of you guys should know that the city information is coming out tomorrow. So
I'm
Definitely.
excited for that.
heard some
Can't
really good
wait.
news about that.
That's gonna be
Can't wait.
exciting to see for sure. I'm excited to
Can't
see
wait for
that.
Yep.
I'm playing on both gens this year, man. I kind of been neglecting the current gen or old gen
Yeah.
for the last couple years, and I don't want to do that this time around, man. I want to try to make builds on both.
Right.
So we're doing a lot of talking about the tier system on next gen. I'm hearing that the old gen version doesn't have the tier system. It's like 2K22 builder. So if that's the case, we might have some crazy builds on old gen and might
Right.
just be able to have the same kind of fun over there.
Right.
It's not that much different in terms of, or at least last year wasn't that much different in terms of the graphics and the overall fun factor. So if you want to have fun, you might be able to play that one too. And just
sure.
have more locations to have fun in.
Definitely.
Definitely.
You got any last thoughts or closing remarks or anything else that you want to touch upon or?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, man, if you guys give it a shot, you're gonna have fun with it if you're someone who really enjoys 2K anyway, and you like things to be different. You like things to be something. It's like discovering a new island. You know what I mean? Or discovering something new. Like
Right.
that's kind of how it is, man. That's the thing that draws me to it is like the whole idea of this whole new environment that we're going to be playing in, and grinding for brand new badges again, making new builds that we never thought we could make before.
Yeah.
And there's always all kinds of things you want to try out, man. So have fun with it and just
sure.
enjoy the grind, man. That's all I can say.
The number one thing is definitely have fun and specialize your first build, right? So
Big
Sure.
Don't waste that VC money, man.
right, make something you're gonna have
You,
fun with.
you're
and
not
go
gonna
back
waste
to.
VC if you make a build with a 99 driving dunk. You can
Right.
always come back to that build in season 5 and be like, "Yo, I just want to posterize the hell out of somebody today."
Right.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So if you make a pure lock, you'll always be able to go back to that pure lock. That's a safe build.
For sure.
A solid center like that too. There's a lot of safe builds out there. You can make those builds and definitely go crazy still.
I can see defense being pretty fun this year, just as much as shooting or dunking and all that stuff. So, hey,
Give 'em
Shake,
hell, man. Give 'em
Yeah.
hell.
man, a pleasure to have you on the stream, bro. Humbled and honored to have you here. It's definitely like a wild, to even think about. We got Shake on the stream, but definitely want to say
man, OG.
the GOAT, man. We appreciate you for sharing your thoughts and everything you thought about the game. It was a pleasure meeting you at the event and everything. And I wish you all the best for this upcoming year, man. I think it's gonna be a big year.
Sure, man. You guys are the best, man. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you.
Have a good one.
All right, man.
All right. Y'all,
Take care.
we gonna give a big warm goodbye to Shake with the claps. You already know we got the claps going. Yes, sir. Everyone in the chat, you already know. Make sure to go follow him. Twitter, YouTube, any other socials that you want. TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Go follow Shakedown.
Everywhere, man. I mean, it's not even just TikTok and Instagram. You guys can find me everywhere, man. All my socials are on my Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. But I'm on Xbox. I'm on PlayStation. This year, I'm going to be heavily on PlayStation. So
Word.
if you're on PlayStation, send me a message to my PSN, Shakedown XL.
There you go.
I'm out there.
Hey,
I
one
run
of,
with everybody, man. I'm a guy that just wants to have a good time.
like I said, one of the most humble dudes I met. like I said, pleasure to have you on and all that stuff, man. So I wish you all the best.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Take it easy.
All right. Take care.
Yes, sir. All right.
Man, that was great.
Crazy.
That was great.
All right, fellas, that was dope, man. I gotta get to some work, man. We got some more info coming out tomorrow. Probably gonna be up making some more videos. So
All right,
it's
for
great
sure, man.
being here, man.
Absolutely, it was great
Nah,
having
it
you.
was great. It was great meeting both of you guys, man. I was glad. I wish you would have told me you was gonna do this while we was out there, because I would have been looking forward to it.
I didn't really have an idea. It was kind of rough to start until it was it was probably a little too late. But I'm glad you can make it on kind of short notice. So definitely appreciate that.
I'm around, man. I look for opportunities to link up with everybody, man. So just ask, and I'll try to be there. I can't always be there, but
Nah,
ask Uncle
feel you.
Debbie.
You're
He's
busy
always trying
man.
to get me to host tournaments and whatnot. But I try my best, man. I try my best to be there. So yeah.
Word up.
Man. Appreciate
All right,
you,
bro.
Shake.
All right, man. Y'all
Appreciate
take
you,
care,
Shay.
man. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Good one.
Take it easy, bro. We gonna give him a warm clap. So, trying to get back to the screen. I gotta re-edit the screen, and then we could talk about anything else that the rest of the chat wants to talk to.
I got you.
Talk about.
I'm back looking at chat, man. We had a Go interview with Shake, man. OG legend 2K content creator. Awesome dude, as y'all could tell in the interview. But let's scroll back to chat. We got a couple donations, and we always appreciate that. Much love to all y'all in the chat showing love, man. But let's go back to King Josh. King Josh asks, what's the best build to specialize at power forward? I want to get boards and defend. Hey, listen, we got the perfect footage for you. Spill, if you don't mind, pulling up my 6'8 build
Yeah,
that I created.
Give me 1 sec.
Spill's working on that, but Josh, I literally created a 6'8 build that was super souped on defense, 31 defensive badges. It could be a great blueprint for you to use. I could still shoot the 3-ball. I had a post fade and everything. So once Spill gets that footage up,
Yeah,
you
give me
can
1
use that
sec.
as a blueprint.
That same build that we saw a little earlier.
Yep, the 6'8.
I bet we pulling that up. But yeah, man,
The boy.
that's crazy.
Yo,
We got everybody on the stream, man. That's crazy. But I'm about to pull this up right now, though.
Yeah. Super great stream.
And we're not done yet. Not done.
We're not done. Hey man, we've been live for a while. I don't even know.
I don't know how much
time.
longer we're going for, but we're not done yet. I still want to talk to chat a little bit, and just vibe out with you guys before we get out of here. Answer a couple questions. I think we're only planning on doing a 2-hour stream, and I even showed up a little late, man. It's been almost a 3-hour stream, so absolutely wild. So I think this is a 6'8 build up here right now.
Yeah, 6'8 build. See if we get the attributes somewhere.
I got you. Oh wait, this is the sharp gameplay. Hold on.
Yeah, that's your sharp. Yep.
My bad.
No, you good. You good.
6'8 build creation. Here it is.
Perfect. So right here, Josh, you can see this is my 6'8 build. Used as a blueprint. You can see it's heavy on defense. It can still shoot. Now you're lacking on the playmaking and finishing, but you still have a high pass accuracy to get make those dimes and make some good reads to your teammates. And then finishing, you're gonna make your wide open shots. But my plan for this build was to be more like a finesse post fade kind of build in the paint. So if this is your play style, you can just copy it or use it as a blueprint, just so you could use it on 2K23.
Yeah, we were talking about this before. Like super well-rounded build. You want a lock that can't do a little playmaking. This could be a really good day one build. Like we talked about with Shake, like it's a specialized, crazy defense. You're gonna be able to lock up and you're gonna be able to shoot. So, yeah. Shout out. You said his name was Josh. I didn't get to see a donation. My apologies.
King Josh, yeah, you
King
good.
Josh.
We got another dono from the boy. He said, "Yo, Spill, maybe Shakedown knows if core badges could be changed at any time, like takeovers. Please ask him." We missed that one. Shakedown's not here. And I'm not sure if he'll know that information. About
the core badges, you can change them.
Yeah.
So I could answer that. Can't answer for Shake, but I can tell you what I know. So you can see right here, right? Like we're on Pro Touch, and there's this square down here that says Pro Touch Core Challenge. You can. I'm not exactly sure yet because the retail game's not on. We only got to play the builder. I keep saying this, but beating a dead horse, but in order to unlock these core badges, you need to do the challenge regarding whatever that challenge is. It could be a quest or a challenge, and then you have to do certain things to unlock that as a core badge. You can equip it, whatever, but if you want to get it for free, it needs to be a core badge, and to do that, you need to do the challenges. And to your question about changing your core badges, I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to say for certain, but I'm pretty sure you can change your core badges whenever you want, as long as you have that quest or that challenge unlocked or complete. Like right here it says complete. In the MyPlayer builder that we tested at the community day, it was they're all unlocked for us. So like I can't it's not going to come it's not going to come unlocked in the retail version, right? But for the community day, they allowed us to core the badges just to try it out and get a feel for it. So yeah, you should be able to change your core badges. I'm pretty sure that's true.
Yeah,
How are the post? Respect the rank says, how are the post animations, Wolf? You could probably answer that better than me.
Post animations feel nice, man. I think the post fade is definitely back this year. I know last year they weren't the best, but they feel pretty solid right now. I think my first build I'm gonna make is gonna be kind of high in post, like midi high post fade. So I'm definitely excited to use that and kind of finesse in the mid range.
Yeah, like you can see here, some check gameplay, little midi, but you got some post fades in here too. Taps any button with the 4.99 dono says, why 2K don't add a rank mode? Would be crazy comp without having to go to Pro-Am, create a team similar to Apex Legends. I mean, that's something they could do.
That's a great idea.
That's
bro.
something. To piggyback off that kind of thought, I was thinking about something where, why don't they have like a solo mode, right? Like, you don't go up against any 5 stacks or anything. It's just everybody that goes in there goes in solo, and they all have 4 other randoms on their team. I think something like that would be super cool. A ranked rec mode.
Especially with like a rank system. Like if you're ranked like diamond and everybody queues up solo and you
Right.
queue up with like diamond rec players, that'll be a pretty fun comp game. Everybody's using comp to try to win and rank up. Like that'll be awesome to see.
And you have to utilize teamwork and talk to your team that you have no idea who they are, right? So like that'll bring a whole new dynamic. 2K can get pretty toxic at times, but if everybody went into that mode, I'm sure they kind of have an understanding. Like everybody's a random on your team. Nobody's got teammates really that they know at least. It's another.
Ken donated and asked, current gen builder question mark. Is it even different from 22? So Mike Wang tweeted out, I think today actually, that current gen and next gen are identical builders. So all the information you guys have seen today posted was all next gen gameplay. But next gen builder, but it's all relatively the same and identical. So you can use this information on old gen when you make your builds.
I have to say, I'm pretty sure current gen has a different badge cost system. I don't know if they have the badge tiers. I don't think the badge tiers are exactly the same. So while the badges and the categories are all the same and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure the badge cost and the tier system is a little bit different. So I think Shakedown was saying like you're gonna see a little different variety over on current gen as well.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Just read some chat here. I used to kill post fade. What kind of jump shot you guys know that are fast and usable off the rip? Let's see. I got the sharp gameplay right somewhere. Let's see. So I think you can see here before I use James Harden. That's the one jump shot I did use, and this is I can speak from experience. I looked at the Mike Wang jump shot chart where they had the speeds and everything. Mike Wang said that wasn't accurate or something like that. It was an old thing that they just were using for reference. But I don't know. I tested out James Harden, and on that spreadsheet it had a B release speed. That was like one of the fastest ones I could find for my sharp. It felt pretty good. I changed my jump shot to Kevin Durant to try it out because I saw Kevin Durant had one of the slowest jump shot speeds, and I felt like Kevin Durant was really, really slow. So maybe it has a higher release point, so it's better against like contest or something. But I was trying jump shot, and like you can see in here, the James Harden jump shot was really good for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Off rip, James Harden jump shot was pretty good. But this, like I said, take everything with a grain of salt because this is just the 3v3 builder. And then we're gonna have access to so many more jump shots when the game comes out, and that's one thing that, if you guys know, NBA 2K Lab, that's what we do. It's all jump shots. It's the number one thing we like to focus on. and you know we're gonna get those jump shots and all those stats out to you guys as fast as we can. So, like I said, NBA2KLab.com. You know, eventually, if not already, we're gonna have signature. Well, we don't have SIGs yet requirements, but we do have. I think we have badge descriptions.
Yeah, make
So,
sure
yeah,
y'all come back, man. We're gonna
Definitely
have
keep
all the
checking it out,
jump
and we're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff on the
a
site.
lot of data, yeah, a lot of good information to help you guys make builds, jump shots, whatever you.
And I don't know if you guys know, but
need.
there's 4 different statistics for the jump shots now. It's like defensive immunity, shot speed, release height, and then something else. I can't remember off the top. But yeah, so jump shots are going to be completely different this year, and you know we're excited to see where it takes us and you know test them out and see what each statistic does. Like it's going to be a whole new game for shooting, I think. You know, in terms of labbing it and what's the best shot, highest release point, all that, it's going to be completely different than it was in 2K22.
Yeah,
You said
absolutely.
they took out wingspan. I'm trying to go for another 5 minutes to 10:30. We'll get a 3-hour stream here. So if y'all in the chat want any other questions answered, we're gonna rock out for another 5 minutes, and then we about to get out of here. Keeping you around, Wolf. Wolf
No,
over
you
here.
good. No, you good, man.
Glove Hall of Fame OP with a lot of people having low tier dribble badges. It could be.
It might.
That's the thing. Like,
we don't know.
like I was saying before, like I couldn't get that chase down block, even though I had silver chase down, right? Because Anthony Edwards' dunk was so high. So like, same kind of thing with different categories. You know, like it could be really good. Like yeah, like if you have Glove Hall of Fame and someone doesn't even have Unpluckable, like, sorry, that's probably gonna be easy to steal. I think that's the other clip right here of the chase down. 2K22. This is a chase down right here. 2K22. That's a steal and a chase down, but I didn't put much steal on my guy, I think. But this is a guaranteed chase down 22 with bronze chase down. Silver chase down did not work for me. But yeah, what else we got here?
Got severely nerfed unless you have a high block. I feel like if you have a decent block rating, I'll say like 80, 90s. You know, it might be affected, but.
Martez Henderson, best 2-guard build prediction. I mean, tough to say, but 6'5s feel really good. That's what this build is, a 6'5. 6'6s could be good depending on what you want to do. At 6'5, you get the 99 3 ball. I don't think you can get 99 past 6'5. I could be wrong. But yeah, I think it's gonna be different. But if you want all the dribble sigs, you want to be a dribbler, like a 2-guard, like a combo guard. 6'4 is gonna be good because I'm pretty sure you need to be a little bit shorter for all the dribble sigs. So yeah, I mean, there's a couple ideas to run across for a 2-guard. I have no idea what the 2-guard prediction is, man. I'm running a sharp. I'll tell you that much. I don't know how it's gonna go. It's gonna be a learning curve, but it should be fun. If you got a 2-guard that can't shoot, what are you doing?
Yeah, you gotta be able to shoot minimum. We do not know about any jump shot landings, about the delayed greens. We don't know. We didn't have access to any animations or anything like that, so we can't answer that.
Pure playmaker is gonna be trash if it can't do nothing else. Yeah, I mean, look, I put the clip, I think, or just the image. I don't know where it is, but like I said, you have 99 speed with ball. If you make a player with 99 speed with ball, he has to be short in order for that. So this is just a general thought. But 99 speed with ball, you put that one attribute to 99, you're already 85 overall. So it's gonna be tough to do anything else. But you probably will be blowing by people. I'll tell you that. You'll be super fast, but you're only gonna have those 3 boosts. So, you know, if those are up and you're a pure playmaker, you're going to have to dish the rock. You're going to have to make plays, call some plays for your team, some stuff like that. Playmaking this year is definitely weighted super heavy. So if you put playmaking on your build, you're going to be sacrificing a lot of other stuff.
Is All-Star team up in next gen? We don't know. We only got to play the MyPlayer builder and quick match, so got to wait till the game releases to find that out.
Wolf, what's your thoughts? Brandon Buchanan says, is the defensive sliding fixed? How did you feel? Well, we're playing, offline, so it feels really good offline. You know, it always does. It always feels good offline.
Like, I'm getting good bump and all that. So I mean, I can't answer that, bro. I haven't been able to play online to really test the defensive mechanics on sliding and the new shading system. Like, I don't know it's just hard. I can't really answer that. But give me like a week. By next week, you ask the same question. I got you with an answer. I just need more time to play the game and lab it online against real players.
Someone asked for my sharp build. This is just something I made. This is nothing serious, man. This isn't my build or anything like that. It's just a couple of things I was trying to target on here. 80 drive and dunk to get the quick drops off one. See how good that was. I didn't even really get a chance to dunk like that, to be honest. I was just trying to shoot, but I got the
You went
60
with
vert.
60 stam? Wow.
I think no, I don't think this is the finished
Oh,
build.
okay. I was gonna say, there's no way.
Nah. It wasn't the finished build.
That would be crazy.
I think this is it. But
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
see, this is a little well-rounded build. Like I said, you got to specialize, and I specialize in shooting, and that's mainly it. But my other categories pretty decent. Pass accuracy a little low here. 60 driving layups probably really low. I'm not gonna be finishing much layups. Layups are gonna be really good this year, so I don't know if I want more layup instead of my dunk either. So like I said, this build is just I was trying to test out 99, make a little decent build to run around in the 3v3 tester and see what was good. And 76 speed of ball. I think this is the one that gave me silver quick first step, if I'm not mistaken. And silver quick first step felt pretty good, so that was cool to try. 76 speed of ball, 71 ball handle. Like we said, we couldn't choose our sigs, our ball, our dribbling and stuff. So I was kind of asked out. I was still getting space. I was still calling for screens. The speed boosts this year feel really good. So I think the adrenaline boosts are worth it. It's not just like, I don't know. The speed boosts feel, I don't know. I would go as far as to say they feel slightly better than they did last year. Maybe if not a lot better, but that's up for discussion, I guess. But I was getting open. I was fading on this guy, even with a 76 speed of ball at 80 speed. So that was feeling good. Just something to keep in mind. I don't recommend going that low if you're trying to be a ball handler or something like that. But it could be possible. We still got to play with it more. 70 perimeter D, 78 steal, and then 59 block to get silver chase down. That silver chase down was not good. So if I was to remake this build, I'm probably taking off the block, to be honest with you. And I'll probably put on more steal or something like that. But I haven't been reading chat and just kind of talk about my build here. But Darnell says, get smooth. Talking about Chris Smooth? Oh, man. That'd be wild. What is the best height for a popper? We're going to answer like one more question, and I got to get off this. I gotta get something to eat or something. I got to recharge. So let me see any good questions here. You guys mind showing a true center build? I don't have a center build right now. Wolf had one, but the file got corrupted at the end of the event. The generator overheated from the event because it was like it was over 100 degrees outside. So
yeah, it was hot outside, bro.
It was nice inside though. It was beautiful inside. The event was crazy.
That 7-3 I made was soup.
Olajuwon Dreams, I want to see that 7-3. I know you probably.
No,
I know Olajuwon will probably go crazy with a 7-3 this year. Maybe, I don't know.
I wish I had that footage, bro.
What's good, Olajuwon?
Posted on a couple days when the game comes out.
Show a Zach LaVine build. All right, I'm gonna show you the Zach LaVine build. I actually don't even know if I have the build. Maybe I do. Hold on. I'm gonna show this build and I'm gonna get out of here. I keep saying that, but
best big man build. We don't know, man. We gotta play the game more. Laker fan had a good little 7-foot that he said was kind of glitched out. I think you can check on his YouTube.
Yeah. I think if you're looking for a big, go check out Lakers videos for sure. He was the one in here talking big men, and he definitely labbed that at the event crazy. He was talking some crazy stuff on the big man, so definitely go check.
What up, Vandy?
Definitely go check his stuff out.
Yeah, Lakers. Yeah, I haven't watched the video, but tonight, I'm gonna check it out. And definitely use that 7-foot. I might use it as a blueprint. I don't know. I might make a big power forward off rip. I don't know. We'll see.
This is another random build I made. Like I said, don't copy these builds, man. This is just me testing stuff out. So don't follow these builds. But you want a Zach LaVine build, and this is the closest thing I got because he had 99 dunk. This is the only build I really had like a super high dunk on. Still could. I didn't put no shooting.
3-pointer crazy.
I know. But I only did that. But bro, I'm dunking everything. I'm mashing everything.
Nah,
it doesn't even matter. But But yeah, the only reason I punted that category is because like you know, I wanted to see what the ball handle and speed with ball was on a 6'7", and I wanted him to
Yeah.
have good dunking, and I was damn near unstoppable in the MyPlayer builder. Like, I don't know, it was crazy. I'm getting crazy bumps and just crazy stuff.
What was that build called?
Interior finisher, I think.
Oh, that makes sense.
I see.
You had RJ Barrett. Wait, what? That's kind of crazy though.
I got James Worthy, DeRozan. I got no midi, so it doesn't make sense. I'm DeRozan, but yeah, like I said, don't take this build, but I could show you just a couple clips. I was taking some wild layups and just bullying dudes.
Vandy said, "What we thinking? 6'2" guards and under." Someone else asked, "Does anyone have a good PG build yet?" So we have Fana on stream, and he's gonna drop a build that he labbed up, I think, relatively soon. So make sure you are mindful of that. But he dropped a gem and said the build's height will be 6'1". We don't know nothing else, but all we know the build is 6'1", and it could dunk, shoot, and dribble. So that's all you need to do as a point guard. If that's what you're looking for, go
Yeah.
check out Fana's build video, probably dropping.
Go
soon,
turn on those
hopefully.
noties, bro. Everybody that was on here, y'all better, go support them, bro, because they was in here dropping gems for real.
Definitely.
For real, yeah. So 6'1" build, yeah, definitely keep an eye out for Fana's YouTube video. Let me show you, see if I can get any just dumb layups. I was taking dumb layups, man. DeRozan got no defense, bro. Look how stupid these layups are. I'm max weight, bro. Like,
Yeah,
just bodying.
pushing him out the way.
I have like 96 close shot, right? So like I'm gonna finish that. I have 96 something driving layup. Like, I'm just finishing everything inside. There was times when Bam was down low, over here. He was getting stops. Like, that's a good defender, right? Bam was getting stops. That makes sense. But like that's just light when you got a little lane to the rack, especially if you have the finishing like I do on this build. That's gonna be light. Like, DeRozan's not a great defender. He's not like the worst defender, but he's not a great defender, right? And like my dude is huge, got more strength than him probably. So take into account all these factors when you're making your builds and when you're playing the game against other players. That if you know someone's build, you could take advantage of it. I think so.
Yeah, all the footage we're showing is pre-recorded. We do not have access to the game. This was all recorded a couple days ago, and we're showing it to y'all now. So
Yeah, Bledge, I was saying this is pro difficulty, so take it all with a grain of salt. But even still, like I said, Bam was getting stops even on pro difficulty. I was taking the same exact layups I was taking on Kyrie. It was just light work. I'm not getting those on Bam. So like, even on pro, it makes sense. But like I said, take everything with a grain of salt. This isn't how they might even change the game on release in a couple days or whatever. So, yeah. CPU defense looks souped.
oh, you got cooked right there.
I was trying to skill dunk.
Dunk meter? The dunk
I was
meter?
trying to
Yeah,
skill
yeah,
dunk. I couldn't get the skill dunks.
You cooked him right there with that behind the back.
I ended up figuring it out though. I was showing the skill dunks earlier. If y'all, I'm pretty sure we're gonna keep this stream up. After we end it. So if y'all ever wanted to check out anything, Fan on the stream, Laker on the stream, Shake, man, like crazy guests on the stream. You want big man perspective, you want PG perspective, Wolf the lock perspective. Just every type of perspective. You could go in, because I know some people joined late here. So, man, been a crazy stream. I appreciate everybody who showed up, man. Y'all went crazy in the stream. So I really appreciate everybody in here that showed up, liked the stream, chatting. Like, chat is going ballistics. Shout out to Duke. But yeah, Velo and Jay said we want you to keep streaming. Man, I would, but I gotta turn on my AC. My mic's gonna go crazy. I need to get something to eat. Like I said, this was only supposed to be a 2-hour stream. We're here past 3 hours, so we had 5 different people on the stream. So did Fan already talk about builds? He did a little bit. But like we say,
coming out soon, so
yeah, he's gonna drop the sauce on his channel. So be tuned in.
Yeah. His channel, his Twitter, everything. He gonna have a PG build coming out soon that he labbed up.
Eddie Munn said community is lit this year. Community is lit, bro. That event, like, gave me a whole new perspective on the community and everybody that showed up. And like the community is definitely gonna go crazy this year. And like 2K gave us the opportunity to do all this stuff early. Like it's getting everybody so hyped and so excited. I honestly can't wait. Like I already can't wait to get my hands back on the game again. Like I'm about to go crazy trying to
Too hard
play this
said,
game.
Is the BB build back? I'm gonna say no, but listen, I'm not definitive on that. When millions of people get their hands on the game in a couple days, um, people might find some glitchy builds that I never seen. We only had about 7-8 hours to play the game, and you can't find all the glitches in that amount of time. So once millions of people play the game in a couple days, we might see some crazy stuff. But
For sure.
I'm gonna say no for now.
Apollo says, do an eating stream. Nah, we're not doing that. Hall of Fame, nah, y'all trolling now. We need a ban, maybe. I was watching you guys 3 hours ago. Man, I say we're only trying to be on here 2 hours, and I showed up late, and we just had to go crazy for another hour. But yeah, no, we're gonna call it there. Everybody in chat, like I said, thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all for showing up and showing out. Y'all went crazy, liking up the stream and everything.
Absolutely.
Thank you to all the guests on the stream, and Fana, Laker, Shake. Absolute pleasure and honor to have all them guys on here. And with that being said, I'm going to end the stream right there. Y'all be easy and stay tuned because we're going to be dropping bangers all year. Probably got another video to drop tomorrow or something. I don't know.
We working, man. We working.
We
out
definitely
here.
working. So,
Can't
yeah.
wait, man. It's going to be exciting 2K, man. Much love to y'all for showing love to the stream.
Sure.
And
y'all take care.
We'll be around.
Peace.